Why did you do it?
I'm indecisive whenever there's someone new. Can't tell if I should block them or just let them through. The moments we're together, everything is cool. But at this point in life, I don't know what to do. I gotta know when to stay and when I should go. Learn my lesson a while ago. Where I'll end up, nobody knows. Should take it slow, move with caution along this road. Could be dangerous, I don't know. But at this time, I'm just trying to pick up the vibe. I feel like it feels right this time. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, maybe I should just live my life. Let it go and enjoy the ride. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. Keep calm when the wind blows. I know everything gonna work out, so I aim up high when it feels low. I know it's hard to trust someone these days, and I know I go overboard when I think about all these things. Thoughts inside my brain, try to keep it sane. I gotta know when to stay and when I should go. Learn my lesson a while ago. Where I'll end up, nobody knows. Should take it slow, move with caution along this road. Could be dangerous, I don't know. But at this time, I'm just trying to pick up the vibe. I feel like it feels right this time. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, maybe I should just live my life. Let it go and enjoy the ride. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, I'm just trying to pick up the vibe. I feel like it feels right this time. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, maybe I should just live my life. Let it go and enjoy the ride. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, pick up the vibe. Feels right this time. I can't decide. But at this time, just live my life. Enjoy the ride. But at this time, I'm just trying to pick up the vibe. I feel like it feels right this time. Maybe not, I can't quite decide. But at this time, maybe I should just live my life. Let it go and enjoy the ride. Maybe not, I can't quite decide.
Why did you do it?
I feel like I'm in the ICU. Every time I see you, I'm trying my best to never be like you. Dear hate, why you bring me down? Everything is all good till you come around. I've been trying to dodge you when you in town, but you know these streets and I get knocked down every time that you hit me. Man, I've been feeling so sickly, broken open. I've been hoping one day that you'll just go away, cause I can't take this no more. With you in my life, I'm so torn. I feel like breaking down. Evade this cloud that you made over my head, raining down. Whoa, I get so lost inside your mess. Yes, you know it's true. And every time that we meet up, I get so sick, like I got the flu. And I know this ain't good for my mental health. I just fall apart every time that we meet up. It just breaks my heart. Yeah, I feel like I'm in the ICU. Every time I see you, I'm trying my best to never be like you. Dear jealousy, why you come around? When you talk, I really hate the sound. Make me blind to the things in life that I should be thankful for, and somehow you just show up. It really makes me sick. Relationships are the worst with you, and you in the view. It's hard to live true. I don't know what to do with. It's difficult, all these things that I try to cope with every day got me losing hope. Always drag me down when I try to stay afloat, wishing you would just let me go. Always feeling like I'm out of control, don't know when and I don't know how, but I swear that I'll get you out of my soul. Cause I know this ain't good for my mental health. I just fall apart every time that we meet up. It just breaks my heart. I feel like I'm in the ICU. Every time I see you, I'm trying my best to never be like you.
Hello everybody, I'm Thomas and welcome back to another solo gaming Sunday. This week, Building Edition. I am returning to the very first solo gaming Sunday stream I ever did, which was a Building Edition, where I played Sprawlopolis, Railroad Inc., and Fantastic Factories. So that is what we're doing today. This is also a tier 2 YouTube member decided stream, and Dean in chat was actually the one that had this idea to return to my first ever stream type. So that's the plan here for today. Hope everybody's doing good and hope everybody's having a good Sunday. I'll turn down the music just a little bit. I don't know if that actually did much. But yeah, streamed yesterday for those of you who saw that, maybe some who didn't. I did a little surprise Forbidden Land stream. Or it was kind of like, I called it like a episode 1.5 where I just mainly did backstory stuff, which I really enjoyed. I feel like made a lot of progress, got a good backstory created for the two characters. Yeah, looking forward to playing those guys more. What else have I been up to? Just been playing some of the new games I got at Origins. I got Defrag and Gloomhaven, Buttons and Bugs, which I've been playing both of recently. Started reading through Dragonbane, which will be coming to the channel soon. Forbidden Lands I've of course been playing. Having the physical version is real nice. So yeah, those have been fun. Haven't played as much Slay the Spire recently. I don't think it's been back to my table since I took it down for last week's stream for Fallout. So I need to get back on that. I want to keep grinding the ascension levels. These games look fun. Can't wait to see how they go this time. Yeah, my first stream, it's a bit rough. Yeah, you can go back and watch it. I wouldn't recommend it. I was doing that recently just to see what it looked like, because it's been a while since I watched it, and boy, it's my first stream, so it's a bit rough. Camera quality is awful, music was too loud, mic was too far away. So hopefully this stream is noticeably better quality. But yeah, no, it's fun to be returning to the first stream type I did, and maybe I'll return to doing these types of streams more. I mean, when I started, I did streams like this where I'd have like a theme for Solo Gaming Sunday, and I'd play 2 to 3 different games. And honestly, I mean, the main reason I shied away from it is just, it seems like, the videos that I just played one game did better. So, view wise, likewise, whatever, which at the end of the day, I play games I want to play, but also I want to play games that y'all enjoy and that y'all watch and would like to see more of. So, yeah, but who knows, maybe I'll turn to these multi-game streams more often, because yeah, it's been, I looked back, I mean, I haven't done one since I played, I think it was Doom Machine and A Simple Life, when I did like a roll and write edition, and then I did like a print and play edition where I played like Super Marche and some other game that I'm blanking on, some other print and play game, don't remember. But yeah, game wise, I don't know, been playing more Forbidden Lands for sure. Board game wise, I don't know, I've been playing a bit of Jump Drive on Board Game Arena just because I don't know, I like Jump Drive, and it's nice and easy to play on Board Game Arena, just real fast. Been a bit busy this last week. Been a bit busy with work. That's why I was supposed to have a Fallout video last week that just didn't happen. That's also one of the reasons why I streamed yesterday, because I felt bad that I was supposed to do a video and then I didn't. So ideally, hopefully, I'm gonna tentatively do a Fallout stream this Friday, Fallout Friday, where I will continue my RPG playthrough. So that's tentative. I didn't even put it in my schedule yet, but I'd like to return to Fallout soon. I was supposed to last week, didn't happen, so I'd like to ideally this week, because I want to get back into that series a little bit more frequently, and get the story of Lilith and VRAM going somewhere. Hello there, Christopher. Happy Sunday to you too. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, my Sunday's been pretty chill. Sunday is usually like my, I don't know, day of kind of catching up on like chores and whatnot. So like Sundays when I do like my grocery shopping, kind of do a bit of cleaning around my place. I don't know. Sunday's just my day of like yeah, chores and just kind of reorganizing my life before the week begins. So didn't do much today, but definitely looking forward to playing these games. Sprawlopolis, I've been playing a bit this last weekend because I haven't played that in a long time. I had to refresh myself on some of the rules. Fantastic Factories, I played that so much. I remember how to play that. I played it somewhat recently on the marathon stream. Railroad Inc. Is a classic and super simple. So yeah, looking forward to return to all these games. I'm trying to think what else is new besides that. Those kind of the main things to talk about. I don't know what else. I feel like I'm got other stuff to talk about, but yeah, I'm looking forward. So this week, I'll talk about this at the end, but just because it's on my mind. But the video for this week will be Defrag, which is one of the games I got at Origins, and it is quite fun. A little bit of a spoiler. I really like it. I might even like return to it in a stream sometime soon because I really enjoyed playing it. That's been fun. I'm really looking forward to actually diving a bit more into buttons and bugs. I played like the first scenario. I just played the first one. It seems a lot simpler, obviously, than Gloomhaven. And I actually, unless I was playing something wrong, I didn't lose the first scenario in Gloomhaven. Like, what a concept that I actually get past this scenario. I was playing as Craghart. I'm looking forward to, I'm gonna do buttons and bugs in a full what was I gonna say, like a full stream, so I can really try to get through a lot of the scenarios, because there's like 20, and then I got an extra scenario at Gen Con, which is like a half scenario, so I guess I have like 21 scenarios. Yeah, what else? Yeah, Gloomhaven's fun. So yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I've been learning Dragonbane. I'm going to hopefully be playing that ideally next week. I think is my plan. Next week on Solo Gaming Sunday is going to be Dragonbane, which I'm still learning, but hopefully this week I will finish reading over the rules and play a bit solo, hopefully. Usually the first time I play an RPG on the channel, it's going to be a little slow going because it's my first time. But I'm looking forward to it. I've heard a lot about Dragonbane. The more I've been reading about it, the more I'm looking forward to trying it, and also realizing it's, it's not, the more you play RPGs, I feel like the easier it is to pick them up, because then you just recognize like, oh, that aspect is kind of like this in this game, and since it's a free league game, there's a lot of commonality between like that and Forbidden Lands, which I've just been like really recently into. So yeah. You cried over no Fallout. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know I felt bad about no Fallout, but I got a bit busy last week, and then but I do, like I said, tentatively I do plan on doing like a Fallout stream this Friday or at sometime this week at the very least. You really enjoyed the cartoon creation video. Oh, the character creation video, like watching you build them. Then again, that is me. Thank you. I had a lot of fun, and doing that. I felt like yeah, it was nice actually just having time to, I didn't feel like rushed, and that I could just kind of create some backstories and get a little insight into, like, that's kind of how I go about creating backstories a little bit, at least, in Forbidden Lands and using Mythic. But yeah, I had fun doing that. I'll have to, I think for future RPG playthroughs where I tend to make it like a continuous story and multiple playthroughs, I'll probably do like a session 0 where I do basically that. I'll probably do rules and character creation all in like that episode session 0, which I might do as like a video and then stream. I don't know, I'll have to figure that out. But I do kind of like doing like character creation separate than gameplay, just because I like taking my time with it a little bit. I like doing a little Saturday morning streams. That one wasn't too long, but yeah, I don't know. It's nice because then I could like still wake up a decent time on Saturday, still sleep in a little bit, do some stuff in the morning, stream a little bit, and then I still have my whole day ahead of me to just do whatever, which is great. So, yeah, if I have free weekends, I'm gonna try to start squeezing in more like little weekend streams here and there. Like I said, tentatively this Friday at some point, I'd like to maybe do a small 2-3 hour Fallout stream. So yeah, it was a fun video, very chill. Good. Yeah, that's what's new with me. I'm trying to think if there's much else, but I got nothing really. excited for Gen Con. That's a little over a month away. I'm about to, this next week, I'm gonna start putting a list together of, or I guess maybe like an Excel spreadsheet, I think is what I did last year, of like games to demo and buy. And I'll probably at some point soon do like another video where kind of like what I did last year, like top 10 or top 20 games to buy and try at Gen Con. And then also try to see if I can hit up some of the games that I missed at Origins, see if I can catch them at Gen Con. But yeah, that should be fun. Looking forward to that. And that's about it. Yeah, so I think we'll get hopping into Solo Gaming Sunday Building Edition, the very first Solo Gaming Sunday, a classic if you ask me, because there's certain game themes stick out to certain, you know, to certain people, and I've always been a big fan of city building games. Even like outside of board games, like I've always enjoyed, you know, like tycoon games, especially when I was younger. I played a lot of games like Roller Coaster Tycoon, Mall Tycoon, Sim City, Sims, stuff like that. So I always enjoyed those style of games. So that's why I always gravitate towards those themes in board gaming. And these are all not necessarily city building themes, but they're building themes. Where in Sprawlopolis, you're building a nice little city with different goals that you're trying to go towards. Railroad Inc. building a nice transit network, and of course, Fantastic Factory building a wicked factory to produce a lot of goods. And we're going to be starting with Sprawlopolis because that's the game I started with when I did my first stream. I'm going in the same order, so I'm starting with Sprawlopolis, then Railroad Inc., and then Fantastic Factories. And yes, Sprawlopolis is a game I have not played in a while. I played it this last weekend to re-prepare for the stream. But it's quite, I don't know. I remember not liking it as much, but my recent playthroughs I quite enjoyed. So maybe it's one I like more than I remember. I'm going to switch over the music real fast to some nice, chill Sims music. Oh, there we go. It's a little loud on my end. Hopefully it's not. Let me know how the music is on your end. I was doing some testing earlier, so this should be a good volume, but let me know if it's too loud, too quiet, all that good stuff. But definitely love live to see more shorts. Your adventures at the con. Oh yeah, the shorts. I don't know. Yeah, that was my first time doing a short, and I was like, you know what? Because I was there, I was like, I kind of wanted to do something, so I posted it. But then yeah, I ended up like I privated it when I got back, because I don't know, it was very spur of the moment thing to make. I wasn't like super happy with like how it turned out. It was quick and fun, but I do want to do more shorts, and especially like at the cons, like maybe just like a quick, brief overview of a game that I'm at, like demoing or something. Definitely not mad at you doing a session 0 correction rules thingy. Sounds right up my alley. Okay, all right. Yeah, like I said, I definitely enjoyed that. But we're gonna start with some Sprawlopolis, which I think I might need to zoom my camera out a little bit because this game takes up a fair amount of table space. So Sprawlopolis, let's talk a bit about this game. So it is a button shy game, comes in a little wallet. Button shy makes a lot of these wallet sized games, 18 cards base game. And in this game, you're building a city. I'll read the little description. It says, you and your fellow planners have been hired to develop the ultimate sprawling metropolis. Together, you must build a city that keeps the officials happy, and they've got some pretty specific requirements. You'll need to plan carefully if you want to meet their lofty expectations. So that's the name of the game, Sprawlopolis. So got these 18 cards, and they have some different blocks on the front. You have the 4 different styles. You got parks, commercial, residential, and industry. I want to make sure I'm calling them the correct things, but I believe that's the name of the game, right? Industrial, yeah. Hello there, Indecision 101. Hope you're doing good. Welcome on in. But all these cards on the front have different blocks, and on the back they have goals. So I'll just go ahead and set up the game and then explain along the way. But you start by setting up 3 goals on the side. I should mention this game can be played cooperatively with, I think, 1 other person, maybe more. But then you can play as solo, which is what I will be doing here today. I should also quickly note, in this wallet, I do have a good number of expansions. This first game, I'm going to play without the expansions, and then I'll add a couple in, and then maybe add a couple more in. But yeah, we shuffled the rest of these cards, and then I'll explain a bit more what's going on. So I'm going to set the deck like up there. Don't really need to see it. We start with one card in the middle. Something like that. Oh, I'm definitely gonna need more room. This is Sprawlopolis we're talking about. This thing's gonna sprawl for miles. Okay, and then we draw 2 cards. And then that's the setup. Right? Is it 2 cards, 3 cards? Let me double check. 3 cards. No. It is 3 cards. Okay. My bad. I've just been playing defrag recently, which you have hands of 2 cards. I was getting things get my wires crossed. Setting up Everdale to play with my wife in a bit. Very nice. Everdale is not one I have tried. I need to at least try it at some point, because I've heard so much about it, and they've made the big box game. It seems like they made all of expansions and variations. It's one I need to try at some point. There's so many games I need to try at some point, though. But anyway, so Sprawlopolis is a point scoring game where on your turn you have 3 cards to choose from. You got to play 1 card horizontally somewhere on your grid. It has to be either overlapping or adjacent to one of your current cards. You can't place it on a corner like that, but like this is fine, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. Really anywhere, as long as it's either next to or overlapping a current square going on. And you're trying to score for a couple different things. You have specific goals and you have general goals. So the general goals are, you have these different colored districts. You want to have large groups of those. So at the end of the game, you score points for your largest sized section of each of these colors. So for your largest park group, you'll get 1 point for each park. For your largest commercial group, you'll score 1 point for each commercial. And that's just, the squares just have to be like adjacent like this, and then that works for that. So get 1 point for each type of district for the largest. You also get then -1 points for each road you have. So roads are bad, you're gonna have roads, you lose points for roads. But then you have these 3 goals that were randomly decided over here are extra things you have to worry about. So I have park hopping, so roads that begin at one park and end at a different park, 3 points for each of those. I have stacks and scrapers, so I get 2 points per industrial block that is adjacent to only commercial or industrial blocks. That sounds tough. And then central perks, I get 1 point per block located on the interior of the city, -2 points per block on the outer edge of the city. So then if I add up the point total on these top of these cards, that gives me 7 plus 13, 20 plus 5, 25. So 25 is my target number of points I need to win. It varies depending on the goal. So my current goal, 25 points is what I need to win. And that's pretty much Sprawlopolis. I play a card, draw a card, play till I have no cards, do a final score, and that is pretty much it. I'm just gonna kind of get hopping into this. Like I said, I'll probably play at least 2 or 3 games of each of these, and with Sprawlopolis, I'll add in some expansions as we go. So stacks and scrapers. Industrial block adjacent to only commercial or industrial block, 2 points for each of those. This park hopping is going to be tricky. The interior perks is also going to be kind of tricky. But let's just start going. So let me align all these a little bit and then figure out how I want to do this. So let's start with something like that, so we can maybe get some of the park stuff going on. And get like park hopping, I guess, is the main thing I'm trying to say there. We'll do something like that. And I should note, I am not the best at this game. I mean, I was playing this recently to warm up for the stream. The games I did play, I did win. Not trying to brag, but I feel like generally I am not the best at this game. So we'll see how these go. So we need more We need like a low park, something like that. Could go something like that, and then these, we got a little bit of an industrial area building up over there. Trying to make sure I'm not going off the screen yet. We're good so far. So we got one park hopping going on there. Okay, then we got to make sure to keep all the parks on the interior for central perks as well, and the stacks and scrapers. So we need ideally industrial blocks that are only adjacent like that, but then those are also adjacent to parks, so that's actually no good. That feels like it's a tough one. I feel like they have to be kind of pretty much on the edge. You know, something like, you know, this, so it's, well, then that's adjacent to the park still. Dang, that's a tough one. That's a tough goal. All right, we'll worry about that later. Think I'm concerned. I'm not concerned. But I need to also, dang, this is tough. That's no good. It's kind of a waste to do this, but it is another park hopping, so we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, and then maybe stop worrying about park hopping for now. Maybe just expanding this a little bit and trying to keep stuff on the interior going. That next card is actually not quite what I need. It could work. It could work. So I need to do something like place that there. Draw this, and then place that there. And now we're really park hopping, but man, I've completely neglected every other card. And all of these are kind of disconnected, so now I need to really focus on everything else, which is fine. We're gonna skip ahead of these songs. There we go. So maybe something like that there. No, it's not what I wanted to do. That's also not what I want to do. How am I supposed to do this? I'm trying to figure out this whole stacks and scrapers thing. It's really throwing me for a bit of a loop. Okay, now everything's messed up. Okay, those go like that. There we go. Gotta be very gentle. Okay, next card. We got a couple park hoppings. We got 1, 2, 3 set up. What sucks is these are all kind of disconnected from each other, but not much I can really do. I need to focus on everything else right now. Everything is so bad. I don't even know what my plan is up there. Just to expand my orange area, I guess, but that's not, and I wish I could use that there, but that doesn't work like that. I need, this is a bad game. I could just feel it already. How can I save this game? You know, this might just be a warm-up, all right? Because this is not a good start. So Got a bit of an orange and a blue area, so I kind of want to go off of those. I also need to work on my industry area because that just doesn't exist at all, which is not good. Not good. But I don't even know where to build it. I guess maybe over here and then just have it start going like this way. I don't know. Something like that. Then we can build that like that, I guess, but then that's gonna mess up my park, my central perks. So if I place that there, that at least surrounds the park, negates that. And that surrounds the park, negates that. And then that surrounds the park, negates that. But that's so, this feels bad. All right, let's see what my final score is. So first we add up the largest districts. Orange, I got 3. Blue, I got 2. So that's 5 total. We got 3 down here for my gray. So that's 8. And then green, we got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 points for my districts. Then we have to minus the roads, which you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I'm sitting at a cool minus 1 points. Park hopping, I get 3, 6, 9 for. So it puts me at 8 points total. Stacks and scrapers. What's it happened accidentally? I don't think that actually happened anywhere. That was a tough one. It almost kind of happened down here, but not really. So 0 points. So I'm still at 8. And then 1 point for each park on the interior. 1, 2, oh wait, so we'll just keep counting up. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. But then minus 2 brings me down to 16 as my total score, which I needed 25 to win. So that is a loss. That was rough. That was a warm-up game. That one didn't count. Surely. Yeah, I think I focused a lot too much on the parks. The scrapers one I didn't even do. The district sizes I completely neglected. So overall, not a great game. But you know what? We're going to start adding in some of the expansions. We're going to start with just 2 and then maybe add in a few next game as well. I don't know. We'll just kind of wing it. So first we're going to add in the point of interest expansion. Just 1 card that you add to the setup, and essentially you choose a side for your point of interest, and then you're going to cover half of it. And then essentially how it works is at the end of the game, you get an extra point if your point of interest is surrounded by the matching block. So like this green hedge maze, if I have green squares all around it, that's an extra 4 points. And I think that's essentially all it does. So it's an extra little starting square. And we're also going to use the construction zone cards, which they have these little construction zone squares on them that have different negative effects. Essentially, one of these I will draw as an extra goal. The rest will be mixed into the deck for stuff to happen. So let's draw one as the goal. And we got noisy neighbors, so job details. So whenever I draw a construction block, it must be placed on an outer edge of the city. And then at the end of the game, I lose 2 points if residential blocks are adjacent or diagonal to construction blocks. I lose 2 points per residential block. So like in this case, yeah, you lose like 8 points because they're all adjacent or diagonal. So that's my construction goal, I think is what they call it, or job details, whatever. And then the rest of these are just shuffled in. And those are the 2 little expansions we're going to add in this game. I'm going to zoom out a little bit more. I feel like we need a little bit more space. And once I see my goals, then I'll decide what I want my point of interest to be. So we got concrete jungle, industrial blocks that share a corner with at least one other industrial block. Sprawlopolis, so add the number of blocks in your longest row to the number of blocks in your longest city or column, score that many points. And then finally, that's a construction card, so I don't think we do that. Bloom boom. So each row and column with exactly 3 parks in it, we get a point. Each row and column with exactly 0 parks in it, we lose a point. So we need some parks in every column, ideally 3. Okay. So it seems like concrete jungle and Sprawlopolis are going to be our main focus here. So I'm going to go with the concrete or the industrial point of interest here. So then I also choose a starting card to cover up half, which we'll just go with that. Or we can go with that. We'll go with that. And then I have 3 cards for my hand. Put this deck of cards somewhere up there. I guess that's fine. And we're ready to rock and roll. Move this a little bit somewhere like that. Okay. So we need really tall city, a really wide city, ideally 3 parks per row or column or both. And then lots of industrial as well. We drew a construction card, so the construction block must be placed on the outer edge of the city. Okay. Bum 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 bum. We'll place it right there. We just gotta make sure to cover it up. Then we don't have to worry about the noisy neighbor thing at all. All right, so let's keep on going. So we're just gonna cover that up and add onto our gray zone there. Next card. Oh, my favorite song on the album, right here. Here we go. This song, I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Don't mind me. I love this song. Place that there. Expand our gray zone, also expanding the height for Sprawlopolis. So then we'll place that there. What's good is that expands our gray zone even more, and that's our 3rd park in this column. So that's good. Probably one of these rows, probably this row, we're going to make our main row and then start expanding left and right as well. That's something we need to do. Just looking for a good card for that. Which I don't have what I would like, so we're going to wait. Well, I don't know what I want to do here. Maybe just something like that. I guess our gray zone doesn't have to be that big, but concrete jungle needs to be one of our main point scorers here, besides Sprawlopolis. That's gonna be a big one, I think. I'm guessing to figure out where we want our other zones to be. Parks are going to be tough. I don't even know if I'm going to really worry about making a big group of parks, just because we don't want a whole lot for our goal, kind of, sort of. We got a park with an Orange above it. I guess we can start doing like residential up there. That's fine with me. I also gotta make sure not to add extra parks into the... So we already got 3 parks in this row, 3 parks in this column. So that's good. Actually, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't love that decision. Okay, where else can I start working? I guess I need to add blue in somewhere. If we have orange there, we got that there. Blue's the main other color we got to work on. We can start expanding down, I guess. Something like that, and then putting blue like down here. I don't hate that. Okay, so that's fine because we still maintain 3 parks in this column. I realize I'm almost going off the screen here, so I'll try to add like down instead of up if I can. But I do have my orange district going on up there, so I'm gonna have to add to that there a little bit. Okay, I'll turn it back down a little bit. I just had to turn up for that song. That song, so good. Okay, so I really need to figure out where I want this. We got a commercial district to figure out, and I still need to make this a lot wider. It's kind of the other issue right now. And I need to worry about my park count. All things to be concerned about. So we're going to keep expanding the orange district that way. I want to work on the blue district, though, because we haven't even started that. Kind of have, I guess, but not really. Not really. So we still got 3 here, still got 3 here. We're now going to get 2 here. I just realized how much it kind of sucks having both Sprawlopolis and Bloom Boom, because we do lose points for every row and column that have 0 parks in it. So that's going to kind of suck. I maybe need to start like figuring that out like now. We'll get there though. Of course, this construction zone is on a park. Not very good for us. But I can place it like there. You got a nice little just a roundabout going on in the industrial or in the commercial district. I like it though. So I need to start just adding cards. So what columns? This column doesn't have a park, and this column doesn't currently have a park. So if I did something like, you have a park with a gray above it, we do. Something like that would actually be pretty decent. It's not the best play in the world, but now I have a park in this column, and this row now has 3 parks. Oh, and of course, my last card will be a construction zone. So I have to make sure to not play that last, because I got to cover that up, or else I'll have to deal with the noisy neighbor card. How did I play this card? Okay, I forgot I was supposed to play this on the outside, but I actually ended up doing that by accident, so that works out. What rows don't have parks? So this row doesn't, this row doesn't, that row doesn't, that row doesn't. Yikes. Okay. That's probably what I'm going to work on, trying to fill in this last kind of bit here. Just filling in the rows that don't. So for example, doing that will expand. Oh, that works really well because that expands the blue. It adds a park to this row and to this column. We still got this park down here to cover up, which we need to ideally cover it up with another park because that's the only way we're going to maintain 3 for this column. Which this works decently well. We still have to cover that up. But I guess it's not near any residential. Well, the corners are touching, so we would lose a point for that. So if I put this here, now we got a park for this row. And then if I put this here, then we got 3 parks for that column, that row. I think that's actually pretty decent. I think that is pretty decent. That is another game down. Look at that. All right, let's get to tallying this up. So let's start with the orange. We got a district of 5 up there. Not bad. Blue, 5. Brings us up to 10. Parks, I only have 2, so 12. And then gray, we got 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Plus points of interest, we get 21 and 22. So 22, not bad. Now I need to subtract all my roads, which sucks. So 22 minus how many? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So 19, 22 minus 19 is 3. So it leaves me with 3 points. I need to get at least 29. That is my number to beat. So 3 points. Let's tally up concrete jungle. So 1 point per block that shares a corner with at least one other industrial block. And it looks like it does count like twice. So starting at 3. We got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we're up to 11. Then we add in Sprawlopolis, which is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 29. And then we add in Bloom Boom. 29. So 30. Well, 30. 31. 32. Then row 33. 32. 33, 32. Feel free to correct me, but I think my total score there is 32, which is certainly a win because I only needed 29. That game felt a lot better. Felt a lot better. Let me double check, but I think, yeah, points of interest. I only got 2 points for that, but that's totally fine. That was a lot better of a game, in my opinion. Went a lot better. Sweet. Cool. All right, how we doing on time? 49 minutes. Breezing through this. I might just play one more with these expansions. I also have the beaches expansion, which isn't a bad one. I have the one rec star, one card, and then the interstate. But we'll probably just do another round with these expansions because I kind of like these ones. I just gotta make sure to remove the construction zones first and then do that. So where are the other ones? There's one. I am missing one. Oh, it's the one off to the side. Duh. Alright. So those get set off to the side and these all get shuffled. Alright, we'll do one more game of Sprawlopolis and then hop to the next game. Probably, I imagine today's stream won't be terribly long. I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know. I'll probably stream at least my normal 3 to 4 hours, somewhere in that range, at least 3 hours. But, you know, if I'm playing 3 different games, so we're coming up on an hour, so it feels like a pretty good switching point for this game. But I'll always, you know, like I said, at least do one more. So we'll have our point of interest out here somewhere. Shuffle up the construction zones and get a construction card. Okay, that looks confusing as heck. I'm gonna go ahead and just deal 1 to the center and deal my goals and then shuffle these. So I got Bloom Boom again, Outskirts, and Tourist Trap. Make sure these are kind of all on the screen. I'll put them like that. We got our starting point of interest and our starting card dealt. So let me read about this stuff while I'm shuffling this. So for the construction job, it's bulldozed. So the job details says construction. So you must place construction cards on top of 4 existing blocks. Interesting. And then it says for the end of the game, if not completed, -1 point for each row and column with a construction block. For my actual goals, we got Bloom Boom again. So each row and column with exactly 3 parks gets 1 point, but I lose a point for each column and row with exactly 0 park blocks in it. My other one is the Outskirts. So I get 1 point per road that does not end at the edge of a city, at the end of the edge of the city. So it goes from like inside block to inside block, but I lose a point for each road that ends at the edge of the city. Okay. And then finally we got Tourist Trap, which is 1 point per commercial block on the edge of the city, additional point per commercial block on a corner edge. So we want to get tourist blocks on the outside, commercial blocks on the outside the city, ideally on the corner. You have parks everywhere, ideally 3 per row and column. And then we need to have roads, ideally a good amount of them, but not a lot of them, that end at the edge of the city. Right, okay. All right, simple enough, right? So I'll draw the top 3 cards from my hand, place my deck over there, somewhere like that. Let me figure out how I want to do the point of interest start. That doesn't get flipped over. This gets flipped over. We'll do with the hedge maze as my little starting point of interest and put that right in the center-ish. And we got my 3 starting cards here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just expand upon the maze, get that point of interest going. We also got our first 3 parks right there. I'm gonna try to keep a better eye on the parks per column and row this time, because that almost messed me up last time. What else? I have this I need to place, but I have to cover up an entire block, which I guess I could do like over here. Whoops. That wouldn't really mess up my park situation, but I might do it, but I can't do it like there because it's got to cover an entire block. We'll wait on that then. So if I do something like that, then that's fine. I like the idea of lumping all of my parks just in the center. I kind of like that idea. And then having the whole city be like, this is like the central park essentially, and then you got stuff going around it. I kind of like it, I do need to play this at some point. We'll figure that out here in a second. If I play that there, really making a nice little parks area. We got tourist trap already set up, so we need to keep those going if we can. We'll go like that. Then we actually have a decent amount of industrial there. We got parks. Well, actually, that's not a good parks then, because then we have 4 in that row, and that's just no good for anybody. No good for anybody. What we need is like a industrial next to a parks, which we don't have. So we could do like a parks next to industrial. We don't have that either. Gosh. Tough one. That's a tough one. I want to do something with this card. I want to get rid of this construction card. So I'm going to place this. No, I hate that too. I hate all of these spots. Something like that, but I kind of like that spot. I'm so indecisive here. Something like that. Well, I just want to get rid of this construction card. I'm tired of holding it, but you have to cover 4 blocks with it, but all my blocks I kind of want. So let me just do something else for now. And start working on like a bit of an orange area here. Have another tourist trap down there. Not too bad. So I just need to place something right here. Something like that. Right? Now I draw a card, and now I can get rid of this stupid construction card. That helps a couple of things. It expands the parks. It expands my orange a little bit. Do you have a gray down here that we can maybe like try to loop onto or do something with? I don't know. I need to figure out these outskirt roads as well. I gotta make sure I watch that I don't have a lot of roads that go towards the edge. Ideally. Park situation. We got a couple columns that don't have parks. This one doesn't. That one doesn't. We got 3 here. We got 2 here. So something like that would be good, or something that adds. Something like that would be also good, but I'm trying to figure out, I need to start worrying about my grouping areas, because we got orange kind of going on down here, gray kind of going on over there. See, that's no good. That I wish was better. That's not bad. We also need to try to cover that up. So let's maybe go ahead and I don't know. Cover it up with an orange and we connect the parks. I kind of don't hate that. Okay. We'll go with it. It's a weird city, but you know what? We're going to just go with it. I need to worry about my tourist traps as well. We got some corner ones here, so I need to keep them kind of as is. Outskirts is probably the one I'm going to worry about the least and just bank on I get the rest of them good enough. So here we got 3 here. 2, 2, none. 2, 2, 3, 1. So this is good. So that adds a second one to that row, adds one, or as a third one to this column, as a first one to that row. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Orange little area is looking good. Gray is slowly building up. We need an area for blue as well. But that's okay. We'll maybe do that actually. We do need to start making a blue area. So we're gonna go like up here maybe. I want to at least go around the point of interest, something like that. So we get the points for that. Might as well, you know. Okay. So we got orange 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not bad. Gray is chilling at a 3. It's not good. That's kind of not bad. We can expand gray and parks. We almost have a blue area going on down here, but I don't like the blue being right next to the gray. Not a fan. So we're just gonna keep expanding that blue up there in the parks. What next? I'm trying to figure out how to start dealing with some of these roads. Also, the tourist traps is something I should be trying to figure out as well. Which I got a few. I got 3. I just need to make sure I don't mess them up. I just realized I haven't... When I placed that, I messed stuff up. Because now I have 4 parks in this row. And I don't know when this happened. I got 4 in this column because I was just placing parks willy-nilly. Now I got way too many. This is not good. I need to take like that one out. Oh, I wish I could undo. I was so excited to have a big park. I forgot about the bloom boom that you only need 3. So that's not good. That's really not good. So this has 3, this has 4, this has 4. What was I thinking? What was I thinking? Clearly I wasn't. That's the problem. I can save this a little bit. I can essentially, because I can see my next card is a construction one, so I'll replace this one with one of the construction ones, and then that'll save me a little bit. Or I guess I need to really specifically replace, like, I can't. I need to replace like 1 square in this. I need to replace this square, but I can't just target like 1 square like that. I guess I kind of can. I did something like this. That'd be down to 3 in that row, 3 in that row, 2, 2. This kind of fixes some of my issues, but that's why I'll do it. Let me resolve my issues a little bit. Hello there, John. Hope you're doing good. Welcome on in. Oh, but what sucks is now these are not all connected. Oh, man. So which rows also don't have any? Because we need to deal with that as well. So I'm going to do something like this. So now this has 3. This has 3. That's going to fix that. Now I need to cover that up at some point. And I got this to worry about now. Which I guess I could just place on top of this. And that's something, but now I still have 4 in this row. That's okay. because then I place just this on top, I guess. This little area is like 4 or 5 cards that's high now. Now I got 3 here, 2, 2. So just the top row is not good. And then almost all the columns are good, minus the far 2. So if I can place this in a way to help out one of those situations. Which one has 2? I could do something like this. That doesn't fully fix anything. That's not bad, because that adds on to the gray. Fixes that row. That column doesn't really help that row. My outer skirts card is maybe gonna kill me though. I don't know. I might have really screwed this up. My whole park situation got out of hand. Let's see what my final score is though. So adding up the orange first, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not bad. Adding in the blues, we get a whole 2, bringing us up to 7. Adding in the grays, 4, brings us up to 11. And then the greens, we got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 points. 19 points, but let's start subtracting some for the roads now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15. So would I have 19 points, right? Is that right? So 19, 15, down to 4 points. It's maybe not the best. 4 points. So that's where we start when we go into our goals. So let's look at Bloom Boom. We get 1 point per row that has exactly 3 parks. Lose a point for any rows or columns that has none. So we're at 4 points. So let's go columns first. We're down to 3 points. Back up to 4, 5 points, 6 points, 7 points, 8 points, back to 7 points. Then outskirts. Lose a point. We gain a point for each road that does not end at the edge of the city. Lose a point for each row that ends at the edge of the city. So we're at what, 7 points, right? I need, there's an app to keep track of this. Normally I use that when I play solo. So I think I was at 7 points. So then 6, 5, 6, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 3, 2, 1, 0, 1. So I think maybe not the cleanest way of doing it. I think I'm sitting at 1 point right now. And by the way, I need 20 to win. So let's hope Tourist Trap saves us, which it's not. Because at most it gets us 2 points. So we get 3, 5, 7 points total. So 7 points is not quite 20, I guess. So that not too good. Not too good. I may have forgotten a few points here and there. The scoring may have not been the most exact, but I don't think I won that. I might have forgotten a few, messed up the roads a little bit now I'm looking at it, but I don't think it would have mattered that much. But yeah, that is some Sprawlopolis for you. So how are we doing on time? Okay. I might switch over to a different game now. Swap through the games. Like I said, I think today will be not a crazy long stream. Nothing too crazy. But I will quickly give my final thoughts on this game. I'll kind of just do my final thoughts after each game. Album's about to reset. There we go. Back at the start of the album. So Sprawlopolis. This is a game, button shy game. I have a good number of these. I enjoy this game. I think I've kind of gone through some phases. When I got it, I enjoyed it. Then the more I played it, the more I was kind of like, it's all right. Like, I didn't hate it. I don't think at any point, but there were points on it I was more kind of lukewarm on this game. But I've kind of come back around to it. I don't know. I think it's a solid game. It's not one I pull out all the time. I think some of the goals, when they come up in certain combinations, can just be an absolute brain burner of a game. Like, this game, I feel like it's like a definition of a brain burning game, at least to me. Where there's so much to think about, where you're trying to think about your groups of buildings, you're trying to deal with the number of roads, you have a number of goals you're dealing with, and then start adding in the expansions, and now you got this point of interest, and now you got these construction blocks. I really like this game. As far as city building themes go, I mean, I think it works well in this game. I don't know. I have some, as much as I like city building games, a lot of them don't feel very city building to me. And obviously in this, you are literally building a city. So, you know, credit where credit is due, but it's not really in the way I normally like city building games. But I think the theme works well. The use of cards is pretty great, where you have the goals on the back and the blocks on the front. Overall, super solid game, one that I quite enjoy, and maybe I have to return to a little bit more often because it's quite good. And, you know, there's probably more expansions. We have the point of interest, the construction, which you saw today. I have the beaches one that adds coasts. There is a Rexstar disaster card, and then there's like this interstate one. I also have Agropolis, which is the expansion or the sequel game, which there is an expansion called Combopolis that it combines the two games together, which is pretty neat. But yeah, that's Sprawlopolis, a very solid little city building, wallet-sized button shy game. Just throw that off to the side. Next game up, grabbing it right off the shelf. It's Railroad Inc. Here it is. Boom. We're gonna be playing it. And I'm gonna be getting some high scores, surely. Surely I'm gonna get some crazy big high scores today. Classic Railroad Inc. Such a good game. These boards are dirty. I need to like go through and wipe all this stuff down or something. It's all just like little marker residue, whatever you want to call it. Railroad Inc. Such a simple game. This game I can definitely zoom in my camera a lot for. You don't need to see too much. You see the dice and the board. That's kind of about it. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too much. A little bit too much. Zoom out a little bit. There we go. Now the board won't lay flat. There we go. That look good? That looks good. Love button shy games. The portability is very up my alley. Can't get them shipped to me, hopefully one day. Thank God for PNP. Yeah, print and plays button shies are like made for that. Yeah, and I guess, you know, since we're on the topic of button shy, I have a few of them. I mean, I've played a good number of them on the channel. So let's see. You know, since I'm talking about them, I'll grab them all. I'll grab them all real fast. Button shy talk. So I have Agropolis. I don't know how this compares. I think there's more like variability in this than what's it called? The one I just played, Sprawlopolis. So Agropolis is pretty solid. Unsurmountable, probably my favorite of the button shies that I've played. Quite fun. I like those different like challenges. Pentaquark is one that I've probably played the least because, man, does this one really break my brain. I've never even really figured this game out. I really should try because it looks neat. Food Chain Island is probably also one of my favorites. Probably my favorite. Maybe above Unsurmountable, if not a close to. I have like all the expansions for it. Ugly Griffin Inn, not for me. Not a huge fan. One of my least favorites. I mean, definitely my least favorite button shy. And then I have Rage More also. This one's cool in concept, but it was one I just didn't really enjoy too much. So yeah, there you go. Those are my, make sure I didn't forget any. Nope, that's all of them. And then also I just have like a drawer full of wallet games. That's also, I have Palm Island and Palm Laboratory in that drawer as well, which I do plan on doing a video hopefully sometime in the near future of these. Yeah, button shy, and there's tons more. I've heard Rove is really good. That's one I want to get my hands on at some point. I know I'm gonna feel bad I forget, but one of the solitaire card games I played on the channel, I forget which one. The designer of that actually is the designer for Spaceshipped, which is one of the Button Shy games. And it's one of the solitaire games that I really quite like, so I really should check that out. I've heard like Skulls of Sadak is good. There's a couple and there's like probably expansions for games that I don't have. I don't know. Button Shy, I think, makes solid games. Sometimes with the tiny games, they start falling into a bit more of like of a novelty thing. Like personally, I've really gravitated away from tiny epic games because to me, tiny epic games are really pretty. They felt like kind of, I don't know. The more I played them, the less I liked them. Where I don't know, they almost felt like kind of gimmicky to me, and some of them, even though they're tiny, they take like a lot to set up. Some have fiddly rules. They're just gameplay loops aren't that fun. So I don't know. Some are pretty hit and miss, but Button Shy, I don't think that's the case as much, and there's some really solid ones. Definitely have to see a video on Palm Laboratory in the future. Yes, I did. Yeah, I was gonna do one like somewhat recently, and then it got pushed back scheduling wise. Yeah, no, that's one. I have not played Palm Laboratory yet. Palm Island I've played quite a bit, and I really enjoyed. So I really should get to Palm Laboratory, but I don't know. There's always more games that I need to get to. I'm always buying more games at game conventions. Gen Con's right around the corner, so I'll probably be getting stuff there as well. So yeah, I should probably do I should try to do the Palm Lab video before Gen Con, or else it's gonna just never happen. Yeah, and what I want to do for Palm Lab is, since I've never done a playthrough of Palm Island, I was gonna cover both Palm Island and Palm Laboratory in one video, and do like a dual video of like playthrough and rules explanation of both, and then give a final thoughts on both. Yeah, that, you know, maybe I'll push that up in my schedule and do that here sooner rather than later. Okay, so Railroad Inc. is probably I would say it is my favorite simple roll and write. It might be my favorite roll and write altogether. I mean, some of the heavier roll and writes are kind of hard to compare. I really like Twilight Inscription. I guess, you know, Hadrian's Wall is more of a flip and write, but as far as like the lighter roll and write, flip and write style games, this is one of the first I played, and this has always been my favorite. Roll and write is Railroad Inc. is a pretty simple game where you got these 4 rail dice here that have roads and railroads on them. You roll them each round, and then you write them. You roll them, you write them. Roll and write. The goal of the game is to get as many points as you can, and you get points from doing a couple of different things. You have these exits on the border of your map, and you get points the more exits you have connected to a singular network. So if I have like just these 3 up here connected to each other, then I would get 8 points. That's what this little chart is for. Well, if I have 10 of them all connected to one network, I would get 36 points. Ideally, you want to have as many connected to one network as you can, and you connect them with some of these dice will roll they'll roll junctions on them. These little black squares are called junctions, and those just connect a road to a railroad, allowing them to share a transit network. So you get points from connecting exits together. You get points for your longest highway, it's just a singular connected road. Get points for your longest railroad. Get points for having the center square filled in. So if you have all 9 squares filled in the center, you get 9 extra points. You also lose points for any errors you have. So any tracks that aren't connected to the edge of the map, or other tracks that are just kind of hanging in limbo, you lose a point for. And then if you're playing with the expansions, that's what the star is for. The game takes place over the course of 7 rounds. I'll double check because it does change when you're using expansions, but it should just be base game 7 rounds, right? Now I feel crazy. Yeah, 7 rounds. And that's the gist of it. The center square here, the center row of black dice, are the different dice options that can appear on these dice that are rolled. These top dice options on the board, these white squares, are called your specialty dice. You can use throughout the game, essentially. They're kind of one-time use things. So if I were to use this intersection of 4 roads, I would scribble that square out and draw it somewhere on my board. They are very handy to have. I can only use each one once, and I can use up to 3 of these total throughout the game, using only 1 per round. That's the gist of Railroad Inc. Let's just get started. I'm going to play probably just mostly without the expansion. Maybe for one game I will throw in the expansion, but honestly, I'm just a huge fan of the base game without any expansions. So let's get started. First roll of the game. We got a nice little mix of railroads and roads. So we're going to start... We're going to add the little junction up here to convert this railroad to a bit of a highway. And then do the intersection like that. I should note, my drawing skills are not the best, and these markers are not the best either, so don't expect anything too crazy. So we did both of these. We still have a turn here and a straight railroad piece. So we're going to maybe start another railroad network over here. And then we have a road turning. So we're going to maybe have this turn that way, and that can maybe be the start of the highway. Cool. I didn't mention this during the rules, but there's little white squares at the top of each spot that you can write the round number, which you're supposed to do at the end of each round, so you remember when you wrote stuff. Makes things just a little bit easier. Round 1 complete. Round 2, we're going to have lots of railroads, lots and lots of railroads. Got an overpass. Those are always exciting. Exciting. Let's get this railroad going here. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the overpass here. Which the overpass, as it sounds, is just a highway going over a railroad network. So it doesn't connect the two. Just it's an overpass. It goes over. We'll have that go like this. And then have that connect straight through here. Now we got another exit connected up. Looks pretty decent, actually. Double check I didn't forget anything. We're good so far. Normally the specialty dice, you only get 3 per game, like I mentioned. I always try to save at least 1 for the last round and kind of use the rest towards the end part of the game. Generally, first few rounds, I don't even bother with them. Okay, lots of railroad pieces. I don't love that, but we're gonna work with what we got. See what we can do. So we're gonna maybe start down here in this corner and start doing some stuff. So we're gonna throw the junction right there. Then we'll do the little... What's it called? Like the intersection piece. We'll have this go up that way with the turn. We'll have this like connect down with the turn. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's coming along pretty decently. I don't have any grand plan, but just hope everything works together. There we go. Cool. We can at least get a highway up there to have that go through there. We also got this highway connector that we can kind of do that maneuver with. So ideally, we're going to try to connect up those 2 highways together. Whoops, my hand kind of scribbled that out. So honestly, let's go ahead and use our first specialty piece right here in the center. And we're going to have this half and half junction. So there we go. So now we can have that try to cross over at some point. So we've already used both of those. We haven't used the turn or the other piece yet. So we'll go ahead and use that there. And then maybe we'll use the junction turn down here, so it turns that highway into a railroad. That looks pretty good. So we got the specialty piece, and we got 1, 2, 3, and 4. Cool. Round 5. So I guess we'll start with a little railroad connector over there. Start trying to connect that up to this little whatever we got going on. We got the highway turn piece. We'll go ahead and use there. We got this. We already used that. We already used the turn. So we got the straight highway piece, which is fine. We can put right there. That's also nice because we're getting them center points, the center square bonuses. And we still need something else. So we're going to maybe use this junction right here. That looks good. I think that's it. Round 5. All right, next round is the second last round. I've already used one specialty square, which I did not mark off. So ideally, next round I can use one, and then the final round I can use one if I need. Okay, we got a decent amount of highway pieces, which is kind of good. Because our highway is lacking, so we can use first one over here. Next, we can just do that one going down like that. Oh no, I smudged this. Let's try not to. Then I'm going to use my specialty piece for the roadway to connect all of this up. So we already used both of these. We haven't used that yet. I don't even know where we're going to use that. I mean, I guess over here, even though I genuinely don't want to use it, but I don't know where else I would. Guess I could go like up there instead. Actually, I probably will. Just so I don't have to worry about an extra error is the main reasoning behind that. And then I can use my turn right there. Okay, so this is round 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, I just need a lot of railroads to connect this all together. I need a dream roll to make this all work. So let's see what we get. Honestly, not bad. Honestly, not bad. We kind of got most of it. Because we used this piece. We got this. That's used. We got the overpass. And then all we need is some specialty piece, which we'll just use our like central railroad piece. And then we still have this, which we can use over here to connect that up for one final exit to our network. Ain't that pretty sweet? And that is it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is game. So let's go ahead and tally stuff up. I believe I have just one big old network, so I can add all of the exits together. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, because they're all connected right here. The railroad's all connected. The roads are all connected. That's pretty good. Because that is 40 points by itself just for the exits. I don't know if I've ever had 11 exits connected. That's kind of crazy. Highway, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We'll take that. Uh-oh, best song is back on. I gotta turn it up. Sorry. I got to. Just a little bit. Hopefully it's not too loud. As I continue tallying this up, for railroad, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Nice. Center square, we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Errors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just 6? Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? It's kind of crazy. So what do we got? We got 51. 51, 66. 65? Is that seriously my... I don't know if I've ever gotten 60s in the base game before. I genuinely don't know if this might be the best score I've ever gotten in this game. I'm being completely serious. I don't know if I've ever gotten this before. Let me double check I did my math right. I got 11 exits connected, all but one, which is crazy, to the same network. Highway of 11. Plus that's 26. That's 66. Plus 5 minus 6. So minus 1. 65. Wow. Yikes. Yeah, that's a really good score for me. My goodness. Like I said, I would have to go back and check, but I genuinely think this might be my best score I've ever had in this game. That is crazy. 65. 65. I mean, as much as I love this game, one little gripe about it, they don't have like a table to compare how good you did. 65 is crazy. I mean, normally in my head, you know, I think 40 is a good score. 50 is a really good score. I don't think I've ever gotten in the 60s when you play with expansions, it tends to score a little bit higher, but base game, that's crazy. Once again, I'm not trying to like brag or anything. I mean, you know, 65 is pretty good, but no, that's just crazy. I've never had that happen. So yeah, I guess that's a good game there. I'll have to wipe this down and try again. I don't know if I have a rag around. I don't want to use the little eraser. It's gonna like destroy that if I do. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go grab. I think I have a rag right off to the side. Yeah. Found one. Oh man. Easy game. 65 points. I don't even know that was possible. And I guess with great dice rolls, I mean, you can probably connect all 12 exits. I for sure have never had that happen. I'm sure it's possible. You play this game enough, you get enough dice rolls and play good enough that you can get all 12 exits. But 11 is really good for me. Man, oh man. Okay, I'll turn the music back down. This song's almost over anyway. Yeah. It's a good game. Good game indeed. Take a quick sip of water. Y'all stay hydrated out there. All right. Well, still definitely got time for at least another game, maybe two. So let's get started. roll this up and get going again. See if we can beat 65. Like I said, I doubt it. That's the first time that's happened to me. But I just got to play even better. No mistakes. Not one. Okay, I see a fun play. We could do something like junction up here to a little turn right here to go down like that. And we still have this to do something with. We're just going to start a highway over here. Perfect. Okay, we'll continue that railroad down there. We're gonna have to wait for like an overpass or something there. We'll bring this highway out this way to the railroad. Actually, we'll use that over here. Well, maybe we won't. I take it back. I take it all back. I guess we got this road turn, but I don't know where to use it. Just right here. It doesn't seem like the best spot, but we'll go ahead and do it. We'll have this connect out that way. I think that's everything, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Boom. Boom. All right. Big roll, big roll. Give me something good. We got an overpass. I did kind of want an overpass. We have one more straight railroad. I'm just gonna bring this out to start trying to connect that up. Looks pretty good. Not too much craziness going on, but I feel like we got a decent foundation for connecting stuff up here soon. Cool. Boom. Lots of railroad turns. Don't love that. And highways and overpasses and all sorts of stuff. So we're gonna do a couple crazy things. First, we're gonna have the road intersection go down that way. Then we're gonna use the overpass right smack dab in the center. Something like that. So we've used both of these. We got the 2 turn pieces. We're gonna use our first one up here. Then we're gonna use our first specialty piece. Probably gonna use this turn here and hope for a junction to connect that up to there. And that looks pretty good for round 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Okay, dice kind of rolled everywhere, but we got lots of railroads. Not we did get a junction, not the junction we wanted though. It's okay. So I don't know how this is gonna work. So maybe I will, because I need to connect up my road to my railroad. Those two networks are not connected yet. So I think now is the time. So I'm going to use my railroad intersection piece there. Use my corner junction to connect those up. So now they're all bang, one network. And we just got the two railroad turn pieces left. I might just do something crazy and go like this and just kind of bank some points on getting a extremely long railroad network. And I think that's my plan. We've used up one specialty piece. We can use one next time. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Cool. Not getting a lot of roads this game. Kind of concerning. Kind of. I'm really trying to think about what I want to do here. Because this piece is really messing me up. That I already started going this way. Because I want to, like, connect these up. But then this piece is just hanging there. Not really helping out much. Yeah, I need to think here for a second. So maybe I do just use the straight junction up here. Got two straight highway pieces. So we use one to go like that. One to go like that. Then we have a road turn. Guess we'll turn this down because we got stuff going on up here, but I don't know what's really going to happen there. That's all I can do. Oh, I guess I have a specialty piece I can use. We'll just go with the little like corner junction of the two railroads and the two roads. That one. So that was what, round 6? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, final round of this game. I don't think it's gonna be as good as last game, but who knows? Lots of highway pieces. Lots and lots of highway pieces. Which isn't terrible. It's not really what I wanted, but you know, I guess it's fine. Yeah, we're only gonna get max. These are not gonna happen, so we're gonna get 10 exits. So that's already less than last time. But I'll try to make up for it with my like length of highways and roads and center squares. I think it will be a little bit better. So first we got to use our overpass right here. Also gonna have a lot more errors, it looks like. Use one road turn over here. Then we use our just intersection road to connect these all up. So we've already used both of these. So then I use just a road turn to go this way. And straight piece there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that is the end of that round. I still think pretty solid game overall. I don't think it'll be as good as last game. I don't know if any game will be as good as last game. That was pretty crazy. So I do have my railroad connected to my... Oh no, but I've messed up badly. I'll still tally this up, but I didn't realize my one rail network is not connected to my other rail network. Oh, that sucks. I feel like such an idiot. I feel like such an idiot. So that means this network is this, I have two separate networks instead of one big network. 1, 2, 3, 4 are connected to this network. So that gets me 12 points. And then the other network has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not right. Wait, one. Sorry, no, it's 6. It's like I should only have 10 total. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is 32 points. Yeah. So I lost 4 points because I didn't connect them up together. Not the end of the world, but you know, that's just not great. Road wise, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points. Railroad, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I wish those were connected. That would have made a huge difference. Center square, I get 8 points. Huge. Errors, I feel like I had a lot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 again. So what does that leave me with? 32 plus 20 is 52, plus 8, 60, minus 6 is 54. All right. Plus 20 is 52, 60, minus 6, 54. So definitely not as good as last time. I would still consider that an excellent game. Anything in the 50s, I am not going to complain about. Last game, I feel like was a bit of an anomaly. If I would have connected those two networks together, I would have gotten 4 extra points from the exits and a lot of extra points from, let's see, at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I probably would have, ideally, I would have gotten like 6 plus 4, 10 plus, I would have had like 11 extra points if I would have played a little bit better, which would have been really close. I would have been 65 hypothetically. Which would have been close to my last game. But like I said, I feel like last game was a bit of an anomaly because I do not normally score that high. Okay. Wipe this down. We'll play one more. I don't feel like playing with the expansions. We're not going to play with the expansions. I have them. I don't want to play with them, really. I'm just not a fan of them. I mean, I've probably talked about this a bit, but since I'm playing this game again, I really like this game for the simplicity of it. I like how quick it is, how simple it is. And so like I have, obviously this game comes with 2 expansions built in, the rivers and the lakes. Not a huge fan of either. I don't think they're necessarily bad. It's just I'm not a huge fan of playing with them. The rivers I'm okay with. The lakes I personally don't like. And that's also why like I have Railroad Ink Green, the challenge version, which is good, and maybe I should give that more of a shot, but there's just more going on. It's basically the same, but you have a couple of like game goals, and then there's also like buildings. So there's like a university, there's like factories, a couple other things that like when you fill them in certain conditions, you get like certain bonuses. It's all right. It's just more thinking, and I feel like this is just the right amount of thinking. So I don't know. I like how chill and simple this game is, just the base game, that I really have no desire to play with the expansions. And I don't know, the green version, well, I might give another shot. It's one game that I could, I could see leaving my collection, because at the end of the day, I think the blue version just did it best the first time. I think the key is in simplicity with this game, personally. Let me do a quick little check on something real fast. Okay, sorry. I need to take a quick sip of water again. Okay, so we'll play one more game, and then we'll hop to the last game after this, which will be Fantastic Factories. We're gonna build some cool factories, but let's see if we can beat our last score, which is what, 54? 55? 54? I'm sure we could beat that. I don't know if we're gonna beat our first score. So there we go. That's what we got to start with. Okay, we're gonna start a bit of a super highway in the top corner here. Just get that going. Then, of course, add an overpass to it. Because why not? You know. If it's a super highway, gotta have a bit of an overpass. So then that sets that up decently. We got a curved road and a curved railroad. I guess curved road we could the railroad, we're gonna just take a gamble and start setting up some other areas. We're gonna set up that for that, and the road we're gonna set up down here. Really play the long game and try to set these up pretty far out for some super long highways and railroads. And this time I need to make sure to actually connect all my networks together so I can get the maximum amount of points. What a concept. All right. Guess this is going to be the junction up here. I guess it doesn't have to be. Hold on, I got a better idea. I could do something a little bit crazy. A little bit crazy. But we go road intersection like that. And then immediately... No, that's maybe not great. Yeah, maybe not. You know what? Scratch this whole idea. Scratch it all. Okay. We're gonna go back to the original idea, doing the corner junction here. Boom. But then what? Then what? We got a road turn piece, which we probably could use down here. Start making our highway go more towards the center to connect it all up to, you know, other stuff. And have this railroad start making its way down that way. Once again, just more towards the center. It's what we kind of want right now. So we've used the two turns, the junction, so we still have the highway junction piece. We'll go something like this. Seems like a pretty good play. Not bad. All right, so we do 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, and 2 there. Big roll, big roll. Lots of intersections and overpasses and all sorts of stuff. Okay. Interesting roll. Interesting roll, to be sure. So maybe use the overpass here. That's kind of fun. So then we have the two kind of intersections. So we'll do one like that. I guess we'll do the other one like this. Just to really open up the possibilities. And then we have one road intersection. Which I guess we should maybe make it go a little bit more this way. Probably couldn't hurt. Because we wanted to eventually connect up to up there. We don't have that many rounds. That looks pretty solid. Pretty solid. Probably use a specialty piece there, and that's how we'll connect everything up. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Round 3 complete. Let's see what round 4 has for us. Gonna have to start using some specialty pieces. So we're gonna connect this up with a straight piece. Maybe we'll use an overpass here in the hopes to get some sort of straight junction to like connect that up to the rail network. I don't know. And we'll use the other street highway piece there. I guess not actually, because we don't have to if I'm going to use a specialty piece right here. Well, we kind of do. Well, not necessarily. Because what we just need is like the double junction, the railway, highway. So that'll connect up like that. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna connect up some of these. Go with something like that. I need to worry about connect up a lot of these. I guess these two up here I'm not too worried about. If I connect them, great. If not, whatever. Actually, you know what is probably better is to just finish up this one up here so I don't forget about it later. Just so that's another one done. So we used our specialty piece. We used our 2 straight highways and our straight railway. And our overpass. So we're good. All right. And I did not mark this off, but that was the one we used. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that was round 4. Complete. On to round 5. Lots of curves, lots of turns. Not really what I wanted to see, but we'll figure it out. So we got a turn junction, a turn road, and a turn. So the road can maybe go over this way because we need to try to connect these two up somehow. And we can maybe use the junction to turn this into a railway. So we just need like a railway connector here. Then we just have one rail turn piece, right? Which we need to connect these all together somehow. We could do something like... yeah, I don't know, something like that. Not great, but we'll take it. This is what, round 5? Yikes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 more rounds. 2 more rounds. So we definitely need to connect these all together. So we'll use the straight highway or straight railroad there. Go ahead and use the turn piece there. So we have a highway and a converter. I guess we do need a highway turn piece here. Okay, that's a really badly drawn turn, but whatever. And then I guess I'll just use this turn junction over here to hope I get another straight junction or something. I don't know what I'm really going for there, but holding out for a lot. 1, 2. Where are my other ones? 3. Where's my other turn? Did I not place it? Oh, it's right there. 4. I also do have a specialty piece I can use. I'll go ahead and use one over here. Just to get a 3 railroad connected up to a highway. And we're on to the last round. I gotta really hope to connect that up. Ideally connect up these 2 as well. And see what else I can do. I mean, those 2 at the top are gonna be lost. I don't think there's much I could have done. But let's see if I can at least do something here. So this connects up, great. That's done. We just need a straight rail or highway piece over here, which we got. So that's good. Yeah, not too much else I can really do right now. Unfortunately. The best I can do is use this highway turn up over here. Just to go towards the center. Just to help with my longest highway. And then I have this turn railroad, which I can't do much with, but I can at least use my specialty piece. Actually, do I have to use that one? Oh man, I do, don't I? Shoot. Well, never mind, hold on. That still at least connects up this one down here. I still have this turn railroad, which I am going to have to place somewhere, and that's just going to get me an extra error for nothing. Nothing. But that's the end of this game. I don't feel like I did as good as my last ones, but let's see how this all went. So, connected networks. There, we got everything connected this time. It's all one big old network. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm doing progressively worse. 32 points. Highway is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Pretty dang good. Railroad is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's like 9. Center square is 7. Errors, not too many. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is that total? We got 32, 46, 46, 55. 55 plus 2 essentially is 57. Let me double check I did my math right on that. 32, 46, 55, +2, 57. All right, better than last game. Not as good as the first game, but still, all these above the 50, I'll take for sure. Good games, good games. So that was Railroad Inc. Deep Blue Edition. Still one of my favorite roll and writes. Still probably my favorite simple roll and write. I think it's better than, you know, the other version of Railroad Inc. I mean, just even roll and writes and flip and writes. You know, I like this better than Next Station London. I like it better than Three Sisters. I like it better than Ganshan Clever. I mean, I think it's, you know, I liked it better than Cartographers, even though it's more of a flip and write. I think this is my favorite, at least light roll and write. And it's definitely one of my favorite roll and writes altogether. I still love this game. You know, it's not one I play a crazy amount these days, but I still think it's a fantastic game. Very chill. It's a great game to play outside because, you know, you just got boards and dice, so you don't have to worry about like cards. Very wind resistant game. And overall is still one I greatly enjoy. I don't know if I would ever imagine this game leaving my collection, especially because it's such a small box. Yeah, it's a fantastic game. Very chill, very fun. And like I kind of mentioned here, and as you kind of saw, I like it just the base game. I don't even really like playing with the expansions or anything like that. I think this is quite fun. And yeah, that's Railroad Inc. Deep Blue Edition. So I'm going to widen this a little bit. Zoom back out. We're probably gonna need to be more zoomed out, but I'll fix the camera here in a second. I'm going to take a little bit of a quick break for like, I don't know, 3 minutes or so. I'm gonna stretch my legs, all that good stuff. Then I'm going to clean this up and start setting up fantastic factories. But I'll probably, you know, I'll pop back when I actually am starting to set that up, and, you know, I'll sit here and chat while I do that, because that's not gonna take too long, but it will take, you know, a good handful of minutes. All right, I will see you in a few. All right. Just cleaning up a little bit. I'll turn my cam back on in 1 second. Get this partially set up. Grab this, put this here. Hold on. Oh man, I forgot to put that away. Oh, this is all ruined. All ruined. Grab these. All right, let me hop back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Solo Gaming Sunday. New building. Hopefully that looks pretty good. All right, we're gonna set up some fantastic factories. This is what we're gonna be ending today with. I'll probably be playing this for at least a good hour. Of course, I need to get it set up, so I'll just gotta hang tight as I do so, but it shouldn't take too terribly long. Widen this a little bit. Oh, now my table's in the shot. Oh, what a shame. I might need to like get up and adjust my camera. Not great. Not very professional. The box back up. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just adjust this a little bit. That is not gonna be enough room, I don't think. Hold on. Adjusting this alive. Sorry for the shakiness. I should have just turned off the camera for a second. Okay, should be better. All right, that should be good enough, I think. We don't need a crazy amount of room, but I feel like we need more than what we had. That should be better. I also need to probably grab a dice tray. Oh man, so much. Yeah, I can get this set up. Oh, we're gonna skip ahead to the better part of the album. Take me to the buy mode music. There we go. This is a jam. I'm really glad. I've kind of been testing the water with playing some other music on my streams, and thankfully I have not run into any issues. None of my previous streams have been copyright striked or anything like that, which is good. It's because I know I've played some Animal Crossing music on the stream before. I've played Stardew Valley music on the stream. This is from The Sims, if you're not familiar. Sims 1. I would think this is it's one of my favorite video game soundtracks because it's such interesting music, very unique style. It's weird jazz house music. I'm a big fan. I listen to this album a lot. Yeah, I'm glad that I'm not getting in trouble for playing this music because I really like this, and I can jam out to Sims music while I play some Fantastic Factories and other games. I feel like it fits the vibe pretty good. Just nice chill music, Alright, well thankfully today we're not going to be speedrunning this, so I can actually think about my moves a little bit. Last time I played this, I was attempting to speedrun it pretty unsuccessfully. Not unsuccessfully, but it wasn't, I didn't actually get a successful run, so I guess I would say that's pretty unsuccessful. Got our corporations up there. We need our stupid dice for the machine. Those over there. Our extra worker dice. Machine dice. Sabotage tokens. Almost there. It's weird to see I don't know. The reason I'm playing the games today in the order that I am is that's the order I played them on in my original stream. But I think, I mean, I've come to realize that, especially if I'm playing a game that has like a little bit of a longer setup or whatnot, I play that game first, so I don't have to do the setup on stream. So if I would have done this in any order today, I probably would have started with Fantastic Factories. So I had it all set up and ready to go for stream, so I wouldn't have to do it now. But you know what? Past Thomas 2 years ago decided to do the games in this order, and darn it, that's the order I'm doing them in. So here we are. All right, we'll give these a bit of a shuffle, and then I'll do a real quick rules explanation. But I've played this game so much on the channel. I guess not. I mean, I don't know how many times. At least 10 times, probably, right? Because I played through all the corporations. And there's what, at least 10 of those. Played it the first time I played it. I probably played it at least 1 or 2 other times. So I don't know. I've played this game a lot, so I'm not going to do a huge rules explanation, but you never know. You know, there's people that might have not seen this before, never heard of Fantastic Factories, don't know what it's about. Got these thick stack of blueprint cards. Put that there. And this here. All right. I guess I don't really need a dice tray as long as I just don't roll my dice too crazy, but I got some right behind me. Grab one. I need to get these. I need to get better dice trays. These dice trays are ones I got a while ago. These like foldable ones. They're not great. I was gonna say they're not bad. They're not great, because like the one thing dice trays are supposed to do is hold the dice, which I guess these technically do, but then they don't, like, the bottoms of them like wrinkle up, so then the dice don't lie flat, which sucks. So I'm actually gonna grab my other dice tray, my normal one. So give me like 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Got it. There we go. This is a dice tray. Okay, there we go. So I forget I guess the order probably doesn't matter. We'll set up the market first, then give the machine their 5 cards. Nice, they got almost entirely different cards. I kind of like them having an even spread like this. In some ways it's good, in some ways it's not. Does the music get louder, or is that just me? Might just be a me thing. That over. Just trying to get all situated here. Man, oh man. Move this around so I have more room for my dice tray. Something like this. Those go there. These are the machine dice. Corporations can go up here, whatever. And then we just need the, what's it called? The contractors. Need a spin the wheel cheering emojis. Not gonna be any wheel spinning today. I do still have, what would happen if I click this button? Oh, never mind, I'm not even gonna try it, but I do still have the wheel saved. Yeah. I will do, I think I have it on my schedule that sometime one of the July streams is going to be a speedrunning stream. Probably a speedrunning and RPG stream. Tentatively. Because I want to do more of those. And do more chat disrupted stream. I think it's going to actually... It might be a chat disrupted speedrun, RPG speedrun, which might be kind of fun. I haven't quite decided, but I do want to return to those speedrunning and chat disrupted streams. Okay. So let me choose my starting corporation. I need to do this. Ooh, good life or frontier freight, bro. Both are pretty decent. Frontier freight says during the market phase, you may take both the blueprint card and hire a contractor. On contractor in either order. Good life says when you gain a match bonus in headquarters, also gain that many vitamin equal to the bonus. Pretty dang handy. And I do like the vitamins, but man, frontier freight can be pretty dang good. You just need to make sure you have a lot of cards to really make frontier freight work. I'm gonna go with frontier freight. You know, maybe it's not the best option in the world, but I'm gonna do it. So that gives me 6 cards to look at, and I get to keep 2. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get to just keep 2. Ooh, I see Fettuccine Factory. Oh yeah, we're taking Fettuccine Factory and test range so we can build the Fettuccine Factory. We discard the rest of these. They also get 1 metal and 2 energy. Maybe I'll put like my resources over here and whatnot. I don't know, something like that. Is that a good setup? And I put both my buildings over there, just kind of keep things a little separated. I don't know. Something like that. Okay, Fantastic Factories. If you've never seen of this game, heard of this game, I am quite a fan of it. It is an engine building game at the end of the day, where you're building a cool little factory, trying to produce the most goods, trying to beat the machine, which is the solo AI that you compete against in this game. What's cool about the machine is there are different levels of difficulty that you can have the machine be at, which more or less just dictates, pretty much the only thing it dictates is how many cards it starts with in its tableau. I am playing on the hardest difficulty, which is insane, where it starts with 5 cards in its tableau, which I've already done. I've already set up the game here. Got your market of cards, got your market of contractors, the machine set up. I got my starting headquarters. Corporation has been chosen. Corporation is from one of the expansions. There are 2 expansions for this game, Subterfuge and Manufactions. I am playing with both. I recommend playing with both. I am a big fan of both of them, especially I am a fan of Manufactions because that's the one that adds vitamins, and I think vitamins is a great addition to the game. In Fantastic Factories, you are trying to produce the most goods. The game ends either when you produce 12 goods or you have 10 cards built in your factory. You're just trying to beat the machine, who is going to be scoring points throughout the game. That's essentially what it comes down to. The machine will score points for cards in their tableau. They'll also be generating goods along the way. And essentially on my turn, what I do is I have these 4 white worker dice that I'll be rolling, but first I do the market phase. Market phase happens, I can choose a contractor or card to take from out here. I can hire a contractor if I have the matching blueprint symbol above it to discard. I can take a build blueprint card, any of them if I want to. That's the market phase. Then during the main phase of the game, the work phase, I roll my workers, and then I assign them to different places. I can assign them to my headquarters. We got the research area to draw cards, generate area to get energy, mine area to get metal. And then as I start placing cards, you see some of them have slots to do stuff with. So I can place the cards in the harvester once I build that to get metal or energy. And that's pretty much the gist of the game. Is I grab cards during the market phase, I roll my workers, use my workers to build more stuff and generate points, and try to beat the machine at the end of the game. And I'm just gonna get started. Like I said, I've played this game a good amount of times on the channel, so if you want a better rules explanation, I've probably done one at some point that's pretty good. But let's just get into it. So I have the Frontier Freight Corporation, which says during the market phase, I can both take a blueprint card and hire a contractor in any order, which is pretty sweet. So I might just take the aluminum factory and then immediately use it to hire the investor. which says reveal a blueprint card and gain that many metal and energy equal to its build cost, which I get 1 metal and 3 energy. Not a bad draw, really. I need just resources at the beginning, so you know, I'll take what I can get. So build phase done. On to the worker phase. So I roll up my 4 workers and start putting them to work. So first thing I really want to do is build the fettuccine factory. To build a building, you need to have the required building cost and a matching card with a blueprint. So that's why I grabbed the test range, so I can discard that. 2 metal, 2 energy. It builds us the fettuccine factory. What sucks is I don't have any vitamins. Got nothing. So I'm gonna put the 6 in the mine to get some metal. I'm gonna put the 5 in research to draw a card. The 2 in research to draw a card. And probably the 3 in research to draw another card. Since none of these are doubles, I can't use the fettuccine factory. Feels like kind of a waste of a turn. I didn't produce any goods and didn't really do much. I at least got the fettuccine factory built, so that is something, but it's not a lot. So now it's the machine's turn. Machine's turns are super nice because they're very simple. You just roll these colorful dice. The green dice chooses what they do during the market phase, which number 4 means they're grabbing that card in that slot, which is the fabricator. I did want that, but too late for me. Then you just compare the dice rolled to the number of cards they have. If the value on the dice is less than or equal to the number of cards they have, they get a point. So purple, they do not. Blue, they do not. Yellow, they do not. Red, they do not. And that's their turn. Back to my turn. What do I want to do? I need a way to start getting vitamins. Academy gets me vitamins. Maybe that's what we do, is get the academy. So I'm going to grab the academy as my first thing, and then I will discard the fitness center to hire the apprentice, allowing me to draw 1 card and roll an extra worker. So I got the robot. Love the robot if I can actually get them in play. I roll an extra worker, so I'm rolling 5 dice here. 1, 2, 2, 3, 6. So we did get some doubles. Love to see that. That means we can activate the fettuccine factory. And this produces a good, produces a vitamin, and we get to roll an extra worker this turn. And it's a 2. Love to see that. Okay, I did want to build the academy, but I think we can build the concrete mixer and use it this turn. So let's go ahead and do that. So to build the concrete mixer, costs 2 metal. We need 1 more metal from the mine and 2 energy. So we discard the 2 energy and the 2 metal. We also have to discard a matching card. We discard the beacon, and we built the concrete mixer. And then we can... No, we can't use it this turn. Shoot, we're so close. We're 1 metal away from being able to use it this turn. That kind of sucks. My whole plan was kind of to do that. So I'm going to spend my 1 to just draw a card. Got an obelisk. Great. Hearing noises. That's probably just Jonesy. Getting into trouble. I guess I will then use this and generate 3 energy, and then I'll just use this 2 here to get another card. I guess fulfillment center is not bad. Got the obelisk, the robot fulfillment center. I probably want to build the robot. We also need a source of metal so we can start activating the concrete plant. But that's my turn. Not much else I can really do at the moment, because everything requires metal, which I don't have. So end of my second turn, I've produced 1 good. Not fantastic. It's not a fantastic factory yet. They're drawing the top card of the deck, and then they are also wiping the market. Fine with me. Purple, they don't score for. Blue, they do not. Yellow, they do not. Red, they do not. So luckily, they're having a very low scoring game so far. Good for us. Maybe I want to hire the apprentice again, but can I? Also, the harvester is right there. Trash compactor is right there as well. Not bad, not bad. Harvester, I think, is what we want. So what I'm gonna do is grab the harvester, boom, and then watch this. Shoot, I'm gonna have to get rid of the fulfillment center, but that's okay. I discard the fulfillment center to hire the visionary, which I don't know if I've ever done before. Visionary says reveal any number of monument type cards from your hand, which I'm revealing this one. Gain 2 times the amount of metal this on the card up to 6, which this does have 3, so that means I can reveal and get 6 metal, which is crazy because that's what I was lacking. So cool, that puts us in a good spot. Very good. Let's roll our workers then. Got lots of resources, we can build lots of stuff. Let's get things going, shall we? So we got double 2s. Throw that on the fettuccine factory, get that going. Got some goods producing there. An extra vitamin, love to see it. We also get an extra worker. Hoping for some low number. It's a 3. Okay. I'm gonna place the 4 on research to try to draw a blue blueprint card. I did not. Okay. Okay, this is totally fine. I wanted to build a robot. I guess I don't need a dice for the robot. But then I have to get rid of the harvester. I'm gonna use a vitamin to change this 3 to a 4. Place this on here, and that draws me 2 cards. Strange crystals. Oh, I gotta build strange crystals. I got to. It's one of my favorite cards in the entire game. 3 metal, 2 energy. Done. Don't even. Is that even a question? Am I gonna build strange crystals? Of course I'm gonna build strange crystals. I think that I'm gonna discard the harvester. As much as I want it, I want the robot more. So we discard an energy and that to build the robot, and then we discard a metal to activate the robot. Come on, give me a low number. A 3 is not low enough. So we'll probably just put the 3 in generate to get some extra energy going. And we just got a 1 left over, which I guess I'll use just to draw an extra card. Get City Park. Okay. Not the best, but that's my turn. Once again, real low on points. I'm lucky that the machine is also doing pretty terribly because I've only activated my fettuccine factory twice. Haven't even done my concrete plant once. It's not good. But luckily the machine's doing bad too, so we're doing okay, but I don't expect our luck to last too much longer. They add the gymnasium to their little tableau. Purple they do not score for. Blue they do not score for. Yellow they do not score for. Red they do not score for. So I need to start just getting big ways of generating points right now. Looking at the different people I can hire. So one thing that could be fun is I grab the trash compactor and then I discard the empire to hire the architect, which allows me to draw 3 cards. Get the warehouse, assembly line, and think tank. This is what I'm talking about. These are the type of cards I need to see. The big cards that require lots of dice that can get me lots of points. Very cool. Think tank is probably the one I want to build, but I also wanted to build trash compactor. So those probably be the 2 I go for and then save the rest for the blueprint symbols. I'm going to go ahead and spend a metal to activate the robot on the first roll. Good old Jinyu, the robot. Let's see what we get. Hopefully a couple doubles. Yes. Indeed. We also get a vitamin from strange crystals. So we're going to use one vitamin to change this 5 to a 6. Place both 6s down here to get 3 metal. And then I'm going to use the... I could activate the concrete plant, but then I can't activate the fettuccine factory. That's my little predicament I'm in. I guess this does get me more, but that also, fettuccine has a chance. There is a chance that it could activate the concrete plant. It's a low chance. I would need to roll a 3. I would have to roll a 3. We're going to activate the concrete plant. Just put the 2s there. That'll get me some more goods. That'll make me feel a little bit better. We're going to discard City Park and build the think tank. Big investment. I think it'll be worth it, though. We got 1 dice left. I kind of want to use the vitamin. I kind of don't, though. Actually, yeah, we'll just use this down here in the mine to get a metal so we can activate the robot next round. That's all I'm going to do. Okay, we're up to 4 goods. Game doesn't trigger an end till we have 12, so see what the bot does. I'm starting to get worried. So they're grabbing the top card of the deck, but they're also doing a couple things. First off, they are wiping the contractors out and redoing those. But not only that, on a 6, they also sabotage me. They will sabotage the place that has the highest goods placed on it. If it's tied, I think I get to choose, which I would guess my concrete plant goes down. They are going to be scoring for some stuff too. They're scoring 3 points, 1 for purple, 1 for blue, 1 for red. Not good at all, considering they also just added a monument, which gets them 2 points. So not great. Back to my turn. Take a look at who's in the market, what we got going on. I need more dice to roll. The mentor would be good though. 3 extra vitamins would be kind of huge. I don't even know what cards I want to grab from out there. So I guess I'll grab the Robo Facility. Just cuz. And then we'll get rid of the Academy to hire the Mentor. So I get 3 vitamins from them and also 1 from my strange crystals. So I get 4 vitamins total. Which should be more than enough to hopefully activate. Well, first off, I'll pay a medal to activate the robot. I'll be rolling 5 dice. I have 5 vitamins. I need to get 4 of a kind in Think Tank. So let's see if we can make that happen. Look at that. That is so doable. We just need 3 vitamins because we make this 4 into a 3 with 1. And then we use 2 to make this 5 into a 3. And we got 4 3s. And you know what that means? Put them all in the Think Tank, and Think Tank activates, which means we get 2 goods and we get to pick these up and roll them again. I can't activate the Think Tank again, but man, that's worth it. Got it at 2, 3, 4, and 5. Our total numbers to work with is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, cool. It's not like I wanted. This isn't too bad. Man, if only I had another orange card. If I could build the assembly line, that's kind of what I have set up. The warehouse. Oh, if I could build that, I also have that set up right now, but it's just not in the cards. Because I would need 2 metal and 4 energy, which I have neither of. So that's a bit of an issue. A little bit of an issue. So instead, I will put the 3 on generate, get some energy going. Because we do need that to do stuff. We'll use a vitamin to change this 2 into a 1. 2 1s on the fettuccine factory. Fires that up. Gets us a vitamin, and an extra dice to roll. It's a 4. I'm like 1 metal short to do some cool stuff. That's okay. So we'll put this on the concrete plant to start repairing that. Put the 2 4s down in the mine. That gets us 3 metal. And then I guess we can't actually build the trash compactor. I was about to, but we can because we just can't. We don't have the blueprint card to discard. Do I try to build the robo facility? I guess I can. I could build the warehouse. Doesn't roll me extra dice, but it does get a decent amount of goods. I'll just save my resources, I guess. Good enough. So at 2, 4, 6, 7 goods. Not great. Not great. Not feeling confident, but we'll see how this goes. Machine goes. They roll a 2, so they add the guard tower. Not great for us, as that's scoring, double points essentially. What do they score for? Purple, they do not. Blue, they do not. Yellow, they do not. Red, they do not. We're chilling. But we gotta we have 2 turns to really wrap this up, or else it's gonna start going downhill for us. I think the think tank will be huge. We just gotta try to activate that as much as possible. Are there any pink cards in the market? Of course not. Well, great. I might just take the battery factory and then spend it immediately to hire the mentor. That gives me 3 vitamins to work with, but with my strange crystal, I actually get 4. And then I'll go ahead at the start of my turn to spend a metal to activate the robot. So both of these things go. And I gotta hope for a 4 of a kind, or as close to a 4 of a kind as I can get. I have 6 vitamins. There's no way I don't get it, right? No way I don't. Honestly, it's gonna be kind of close, but I think I still can get it. But what I might do first is I have this 5 and a 6. I'll use a vitamin to change this 5 to a 6. Put these both in here. Activate that, which generates a good, a vitamin, and what lets me roll an extra dice. I got this 1, and this 2. So I needed a low roll. And I got a 1. That's perfect, right? So then I just spend 1 vitamin. I get a 1. These 4 1s I put in the think tank. And that generates 2 goods. And then I re-roll these 4. I got a 1 and a 2. I use a vitamin to change that to a 1 and a 1. Snake eyes, put that in the concrete plant. That costs me a metal. And we got 2 goods going there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We've officially triggered the end of the game. So we have this round and 1 more. And that's it. And then that's it. Not much I can really do at the moment. I could try to build the robo facility. That would be kind of fun. I mean, I could put the 3 here. That gets me 3 energy. And then the 6 gets me an extra metal. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. We're going to build the robo facility, which costs 2 metal and 4 energy to do. You know what? Maybe it'll come up. Maybe it won't. It's only 1 turn. Who knows? But I want to try to get as many points as I can. We have 4 vitamins. I'm sure stuff will, we'll be all right points-wise. All right. So this is the penultimate turn for the machine. What do they get? They add the foundry Foundry virtual tabletop. No, different Foundry. To their little tableau. Purple they score 4. Yellow they do not. Red they do. So they do get 2 points. They're only at 5 goods produced. I think this is a very lucky game on our end for the machine, as they have not been scoring very high. Back to our turn, our final turn. I need to choose wisely what to do here. I think I need to spend an energy to wipe out the contractors. Refresh them. That's what I think I need. I need extra workers to hire. So that's what I'm hoping to see in this contractor row. We do get hired hands, but I don't have the energy to hire them. Specialist will work for what we want. So we'll grab the Empire card and spend it to hire the specialist. Specialist says gain an extra dice of any value anytime during the next work phase. Beginning of the round, strange crystal goes off. We get an extra vitamin. We don't get to roll the robot dice, so I need to get 4 of a kind with just 4 dice, but I do have the specialist, 5 vitamins, fettuccine factory. I mean, we got ways to work with it. So let's see what we get first off. 1, 2, 3, and 5. So I'm going to use a vitamin to change this to a 3. Use 2 more vitamins to change this 1 to a 3. And then use my specialist to gain a 4th 3. With 4 3s, we throw them into the think tank first. That will generate 2 goods, and I get to pick these up and roll them again. Think tank is so good. It took a lot of vitamins to get there, but hey, we got there. And a phenomenal roll, phenomenal. So then we put these 2 6s in here. Fettuccine factory, that generates a good and a vitamin, and we get to roll an extra dice. It's a 6. I mean, I could put the 6 down here. Oh, that works, because I can put the 6 down there. That gets me a medal. I use my 2 vitamins to change the 2 2s to 2 1s. And with 1 medal and 2 1s in the concrete plant, I spend the medal and then produces 2 goods. And that is going to do it for my game. Let's see how the machine finishes up. Honestly, I wasn't too confident at the beginning. Feeling pretty good now, especially because it seems like the machine has not done too good. Let's see. I'm just throwing dice at this point. Let's see what the machine does. Final turn of the game. They add the red card to their tableau, the cloning lab. And what do they score for? Purple, they do. And nothing else. Purple, blue, they don't. Yellow, they don't. Red, they don't. So they just get 1 point. Okay. That is game. Let's do a quick tally of points. So I get points for my prestige values of my buildings plus victory points, or the cargo, or the goods produced. I always call it different things, but you know what I mean. So prestige points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then adding on my goods is 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. 22 points. Let's see how the machine does. They get 1 point per building, 2 points per monument, and then their goods. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So that is a loss for the machine and a win for man. Man versus machine. Machine loses. Not a bad game. Not a bad game. I'm going to be honest, was not very high scoring on my end. Think Tank I got a little bit later than I really should have. Didn't get a lot of goods early on. I think I just got really lucky that the machine scored very poorly. They only had 6 goods total. That's pretty low for them. But yeah, I mean, hey, a win's a win. I will take it. All right, I'll play one more game of Fantastic Factories. I think I said today's will be a little bit shorter of a stream. Nothing crazy long, but I mean, I'll imagine I'll be going for at least another half hour or so. So at least play one more game and then, you know, kind of wrap it up after that. But yeah, we just gotta reset this all real fast. Luckily, you know, it's a lot quicker to reset than it is to set it all up. Just gotta get all these cards together and shuffle them all. All right, good first game. Surprised I got a win. Doesn't, you know, I play against the machine on pretty much insane now, just always, but it's not very often I get a win, so I'll take it. I'll take it. It's been a pretty good gaming day. I mean, Sprawlopolis went all right. You know, we got at least one win, right? Railroad Inc. We killed it. First game of Fantastic Factory has been good. No, I'm in gamer mode today. Better watch out. Cool. All right, these feel shuffled enough. I'm gonna split the decks around, and that's good enough. Boom. All right, shuffle up the contractors. I'll grab a new, what's it called, corporation, and then we'll be right back in it. All right, so I deal back out some contractors up here. Pretty good little start there. I'll go ahead and deal the 5 cards for the machine. Though if they get any monuments in their start, they just redraw. Which didn't happen last time. They did get at least one this time. Okay, so they do need 1 new card that's not a monument. So they got 2 red, 2 yellow, and 1 blue to start out. And I just need to draw my starting corp. So give me a second as I give these a little bit of a shuffle. All right, first option is Humatech. And second is Geolab. So Humatech reads, you roll 1 additional worker, one additional worker each work phase, but you must discard 1 unplaced worker at the end of your work phase unless you pay 2 energy. It's pretty nice. It's essentially like a robot that you don't have to pay the metal for. You pay energy instead, but it costs 2. But most of the time, it's probably worth it. That's a fun corp. Geolabs, 2 complexity. After each time you build, you may discard an additional blueprint card, any tool symbol, to gain a card and a medal. Not one I really like too much. So we're gonna go with the human tech one, see how that goes. Man, like, just clean this playmat beforehand. It gets crazy how quickly these mats get dirty. Maybe it's my games. Maybe it's a me thing. I feel like it's just mainly whenever I have like games that have a lot of like tokens, like little like I don't even know what it's called, like token, I don't know, like token debris, or like there's just stuff that always falls from the tokens that gets like on the table. Drives me crazy. But starting resources, I get 3 cards, 1 metal, and 2 energy. So 1 metal, 2 energy. Oh boy. Hold on. Trouble's coming my way. Oh, there's the Jonesy. Look at her. She's so cute, isn't she? She just wanted to say hi. She had to say hi. She loves Fantastic Factories. Ain't that right, little kitty? Oh, she loves being held, too. She's trying to escape. Okay. There she goes. A quick Jonesy appearance for you. There you go. Now she's gonna go run away. Sorry, kitty. All right, so game number 2, starting with the Human Tech Corporation. We got a nice little bit of starting cards. Got the dojo, laboratory, motherload. Not really cards I'm a huge fan of, but laboratory's not bad. Draw a card when gaining a cargo, gaining a good. And what's nice is, you know, I have that in my starting hand. That's definitely a card that's better the earlier you see it. So I'll definitely take that as a starting card. I'll put my extra worker right there just so I don't forget. And let's get started. So market phase, I get to choose something. It seems like with this character, I'm going to need good energy production. I need good ways to produce energy, because then that extra energy I can use to keep my workers each round. So that should be probably my first priority. Oil well, there's a way to get energy and get goods from metal. Let's grab it. If there was a green symbol out here, I probably would have grabbed that instead to help try to build the laboratory, but yeah. Guess I didn't have that option, so it is what it is. So to build the oil well, I need 2 metal. So we need to place the 6 in there to get an extra metal. And then we can spend the mother load. Whoa, wait. Let me just think about this for a second. Yeah, so I think if there was a way I could do laboratory first before oil well. And they're kind of, I could try. No, I can't even do oil well really this turn. So maybe I should do laboratory. So I'm going to place the 2 1s up here to draw 3 cards. Fabricator. That's a fun card. But man, is it going to be tough to get working. We'll see what we could do. We do get another green card, so I could build the lab. I just, oh, I do have the metal for it. I just don't have the energy, which I can easily get from that. So now we're at 5 energy. We still got a 2 left. Let me go ahead and build the laboratory. 1 metal, 4 energy to build. I guess that's pretty much all I can do. I do have 1 worker left, but if I place them, I'm gonna have to spend 2 energy. It's a 2, so I could place it on generate 2 energy, and then pay the cost. Obviously, it's the same either way, so I will just end turn. Not a great first turn, but at least we got the lab built and set up. Got some resources for the next turn. It could be better, could be worse, but not a good first turn all in all. We get to add dig site to the machine's little factory. They don't score for anything. Sucks for them. Back to me. What do I want? What do I need? Metal would be good. Because metal does help with the oil well as well. The miner would help with that. Yeah, I mean, I could discard like the black market to hire the miner. And that way I can get some metal. All right. So we roll these up. At this point, I can go ahead and discard the mother load to build the oil well. Let's just go ahead and do that. So then I can place the 2 on the oil well, spend 2 metal, and that produces a good and 4 energy. And a card because of my laboratory. Cool. I'm going to place the 1 up here in research to draw another card. It's the obelisk. Okay. I really wish I had some source of vitamins. This sucks not having vitamins. We'll place the 2 5s down here to get 3 metal. And then we'll spend... I could build the obelisk. I don't build monument stuff much. I always feel like it's not as good victory point wise, but I never really go for them, so maybe that's why. This doesn't feel like the corporation for it though, so I'm gonna go ahead and build the fulfillment center. Costs 2 metal and 1 energy, but it's built. If I had a vitamin, I could change that to a 4 and then maybe get that going, but I can't, so we're just chilling. I'll place this to generate 3 energy, but I will lose 2 because I used all my workers, so it's a net gain of 1. Okay, not a bad second turn. We got some goods going, got more buildings built. Resources kind of stocked up. We really just got to start plugging away next turn. Start finding some big cards that can really start getting us some points, because we got, I mean, the oil well will be great to convert our metal to energy. The energy we can use the fulfillment center and art corporation, but now we just need to find big ways to get big points, and then we'll start winning for real. So let's see what the machine's doing first. They're grabbing the guard tower. They would. Then they're scoring for not blue, not purple, not yellow, not red. Sucks for them. They haven't scored a single point yet. Back to my turn. Do I want to hire anybody? Not really. Medical school, though, is a source of vitamins I wouldn't mind having, so I will grab that. Flip a new card, and let's roll all the workers. Okay, okay. Interesting rolls. We got 2, 3, 4, 4, and a 6. So I could do something like 6 down here, generates a metal. 2 in the oil well, consumes those 2 metal, generates 4 energy. And a good, and because of the laboratory, a card as well. Should get Skunkworks. I do like Skunkworks somewhat. Not crazy about it, but it's all right. Then we can use the 4 over here plus 2 energy to activate Fulfillment Center. Generates a good and a metal. We'll use the 4 over here in research to draw a card. We get Phantom. It's an okay card. It's essentially what our corporation is, but a little bit different. Phantom says roll an extra worker at the start of your phase. You must discard an unplaced worker at the end. Not great. Not terrible. We got energy for days, so I'm just going to draw another card. I wish we had some way to get vitamins. Still no way to get vitamins. Yeah, I'm just gonna discard the beacon I just drew and hire the Phantom, I guess. And then that's the end of my turn, so I used all my workers. I have to discard 2 energy. So now we get basically 2 extra workers each round. One of them we definitely can't spend, the other we can spend, but then we have to spend 2 energy. We're definitely getting a little bit more set up, but not, you know, like I said, I need to see some big scoring card. I might do like wipe out the market next round just to really get some good options going. But we'll see what comes up. Let me get the bots turn out of the way real fast. It looks like they're gonna actually do it for me. They're wiping the market. Fine by me. Robot facility. Mega factory. That's what I need to see. Strange crystals. Oh my god, this market's crazy. What are they scoring for? Nothing. Pound sand, their machine. Back to my turn. Oh man, I could get anything and everything. Robo facility might be pretty good. Strange crystals is really good. I need just ways to get goods. Oh, this is tough. We're gonna go with the mega factory. So I'm rolling 6 workers, but I can only place 4 to 5 of them. Is how this is working here today. She rolled a couple 3s, a 2, 4, and a 6. Okay, if we could somehow get a vitamin, we could use the mega factory, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Let me use the 4 to research and draw a card to see what I get. Promenade sucks. Okay. I should have grabbed strange crystals. I guess it wouldn't have helped me this turn really, so it's not the end of the world. 2 6s in the mine gets me 3 metal. And then a 2 in the oil well converts 2 metal to 4 energy. And a good and a card. Biolab. Not good for what I need. I need metal right now. I have no way to get metal. I got 3s now. What am I supposed to do with a bunch of 3s? I can put them up here and draw 3 cards. Or I guess I can only use 1. I'll use 1 to draw an extra card. And it is Scrapyard. None of these are good at all. None of these are what I need. I just need some source of vitamins. I don't have that. I will lose 2 energy because I did use my extra worker. And then this is the phantom worker. Okay. Still not feeling too confident, even with the head start we have against the machine. They have not scored in good yet, at least, but they're going to start doing that here soon. So they're adding the robo facility. Looks like I'm not grabbing that. I'm going to try to grab the strange crystals next turn. Purple, they don't score for. Blue, they do. Yellow, they do. Red, they do not, so they get 2 points. Okay, back to me. I'm probably just grabbing the strange crystals. I could grab the warehouse to build the medical school. That maybe wouldn't be the worst idea in the world, but then I'll lose the strange crystals. I don't want to do that. I can't lose the strange crystals, even though it's pretty late in the game already. They're only going to activate like 3 times maybe, but you know what? Nah, it'll be worth it. I just need to... I don't even know what I need. Just metal? I got 3 6s. Are you kidding me? It's the mega factory. That's what you need, is 3 of the same, but this doesn't do me any good. Let me think of how this could work. So if I use this in the fulfillment center and 2 energy, that gets me a good produced and a metal. That's 2 metal, but I need 3. I got nothing I can do. I mean, I have the 6 I can place here. Right, that gets me a metal. And then I can like discard the promenade. Boom, mega factory's built. Great. But now I can't really use it. I am like 1 dice off. I either need a 6 or a 1, and I have neither. Sucks. That sucks. I guess the one thing I can do is place these 6s down here. And that's 1, 2. That gets me 4 metal. Which is good. I can use one of my 1s over here. That's my phantom worker. Ah, shoot. I wanted to build strange crystals, but then I wouldn't have the energy to... Dang. Yeah, I can't build strange crystals because I'd use up my energy, and then I've already used up my worker. So maybe I take this back to generate 1 less energy. And I just chill with that. Or I guess at the very least, if I'm not going to be producing... If I'm not going to be building the strange crystals, I place this here. Change 1 metal for 2 energy. And a good, which the energy just goes away. But the good, obviously, is going to chill. Boy, oh boy, that was rough. I'm very close to getting cool stuff to happen, but I'm not quite there, and the machine's starting to catch up at this point, and it's just, I don't even have strange crystals down yet. I just got the mega factory built. Like, next turn is when I can really start popping off, but machine's right here. I can tell that I don't have a lot of time left, even though I only have like 6 goods produced. They are scoring for none. Purple they're not, blue they're not, yellow they're not, red they're not. So back to me. I will discard the replicator to hire the investor. Investor lets me reveal a card and gain that much metal and energy, so I get 2 and 2. So I get to roll all 6 dice. Hopefully I can activate the mega factory. I need equal dice to do so, and look at that, we got 3 2s, so that works for that. That generates 2 goods and a card from the laboratory. And then I also get to roll an extra dice. So we got a 1, a 4, and 2 6s. Okay, I'll think about that. But first, before I do other stupid stuff, let me build the strange crystals. So 3 metal, 2 energy, and it's built. Then let me go ahead and discard the quarry to build the medical school and activate the medical school to get me a vitamin. And the nice thing about that is it also allows me the vitamins to be used to modify up to 2 value worth of stuff, which is pretty cool. So I'm thinking about how this is going to work out. So if I play that, if I play the 6 in the mine, that would get me a metal. I can use the 1 to convert that. Then if I use that, then I'm going to not have enough energy at the end. Do have a vitamin. I don't think that's going to help me at all. So I guess I'm going to use both of these down here to generate 3 metal. And then use the 1 over here to generate 1 metal into 2 energy, which I'm just going to lose, but I do get an extra good. So 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm at 9 good so far. Not bad. I think next round will be the start of the end, but we'll see what the machine does. Their yellow is getting kind of out of hand. They are scoring not for purple, not for blue. They are scoring for yellow and not for red. Oh, it's time for the best song again. Oh man, Under Construction. Was it like the third time today? I'm never gonna get sick of this song. Okay, so this is probably like my penultimate round, which is great. And Strange Crystals, like I said, is only gonna go off like twice, so that's fantastic. There's someone I can hire. Probably the Saboteur. That's the move. Because not only does that get me 2 cards, it also sabotages, which is decent. Lets me sabotage. Obviously, the yellow makes the most sense to sabotage. And we roll up all 6 workers and start getting to work. I also do get a Strange Crystal pops off, so I do get that. Okay, did we get any triples? No, we did actually. We got 666s. Yeah, we'll take those and put that in the Mega Factory. Get something produced. So that's 2 goods there. Laboratory gets us a card, and I get to roll an extra dice. So we got a 1, a 1, a 3, and a 3. So we need to get the most goods we can out of these. So we get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we're gonna definitely hit the limit here. We'll just place the 1 over here. Turn 1 metal into 2 energy. That also produces a good. And then I will probably use a vitamin to change this 3 into a 4. Spend 2 metal. And that produces a good here, along with an extra metal. And I'll just not use these last 2 dice. I guess I could use this 3 here. That generates 3 energy. But then I lose 2. So it net gains 1 energy. I guess that's something. And yeah, that's my second last round. See what the machine does for their penultimate round. They are going to be doing a few things. They're grabbing the lighthouse. Good for them. They're going to be flipping their sabotage, of course. Purple, they do not score for. Blue, they do not. Yellow, they do not. Red, they do. So they're up to 4 points. It's not a whole lot, but it can sneak up on you. Okay. Think final round. I'm going to discard Skunkwork to hire the apprentice. Lets me draw a card and roll an extra worker. So I'm rolling my base 4 plus my human tech plus my phantom plus my apprentice. I'm rolling 7 dice. I can place up to 5, or I can place 5 to 6 of them, I guess is what it comes down to. We did roll triples. Let's go ahead and throw those into the Mega Factory. Get that popping off. We still have 4, 4, 6, and 2, and we get to roll an extra dice. Or no, I think I've been playing the Mega Factory wrong. You're supposed to gain a dice of any value. That kind of changes stuff quite a bit. That's fine. It's my own fault for not being able to read. I mean, I guess we'll go ahead and do what we can here. So, Fulfillment Center, a 4 plus 2 energy. Gets us a good there. Along with an extra metal. And that was our first good produce. So we do get a card from the laboratory. Just seeing what I can build that's worth any amount of points, which it looks like just the concrete plant. I mean, obviously, we want to activate stuff we can. So a 2 there converts 2 metal into 4 energy. And a good. That's pretty much it. I can place the 6 down here. That gets me a metal. I can't actually. Well, we can't. We could do that. It doesn't matter. I was gonna build the concrete plant, but then we can't because I don't have enough cards. I guess we do have this extra dice that I can place up here in research. Maybe get something. A pink card, maybe? No. But I can build the fulfillment center. 2 metal, 1 energy. And then since I used my human tech worker, I got to pay 2 energy, and that's my final turn. That is all I got. That's it. Used all the extra workers this round. Let's see what the machine's final turn looks like. And will I go 2 for 2 against the machine on Insane? We're about to find out. So they score the nuclear plant, adding that to their factory. And let's see, purple they score 4, blue they score 4, yellow they score 4. So they get 3 points in that last round. That might be enough for them to get the win. That's kind of rough. Yeah, blue, yellow, and purple they all score 4. The final round, they really gave it their all, I guess. So let's go ahead and tally up the total. Starting with my prestige points, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then adding on the goods, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23 points. 1 point better than last time. I don't think I did better than the machine though. 23 points. Let's see what the machine got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 15, 16, 22. I beat the machine by 1 single point. That last point, when I was just that last turn, I was like dicking around. I built the fulfillment center. That was 1 prestige point. That is what did it. That it all came down to that, down to 1 point. But the machine gets defeated 2 for 2 times on the insane difficulty. That's how it's done. So there you go. There you go. So that was Fantastic Factories. I still really like this game. Obviously, games change over time. People's opinions change over time. At one point, this was my #1 favorite game. I would say now it's not even in my top 10. And that's not because it's a bad game by any means, but it's just I've been playing a lot of games and a lot of really, really good games that I like quite a lot. But I think Fantastic Factories will always... I think it'll always probably be in my collection. I think it's a game that will probably not leave my collection. I am a big fan of engine building games, and I really, really like this one. I like it's fairly casual, not the most complicated. That the artwork is pretty. I like it. It's cartoony, but I feel like it's a good. It fits the theme good. It's pretty lighthearted, but it's not a rules light. I mean, it's a rules light game, but it's not strategy light. You know, there's a good amount of strategy. There's a lot of depth with some of how the buildings combo. Trying to beat the machine on Insane, like you got to play pretty dang carefully and trying to, you know, get the best combos you can, get points when you can, setups, you know, stuff like that. So it's definitely, even though it's a pretty light engine building game, there's still a lot of strategic depth to it, and I think it's one that I still really enjoy. Yeah, I think the machine AI is still great to play against. I love how simple it is. It takes like 10-15 seconds to roll their dice, add a card, give them any points they need, and then that's that. I like how simple it is, and it makes for a good game. I mean, it's a tough competition to beat them sometimes, but today we lucked out twice in a row. But yeah, Fantastic Factories is a great game. Definitely recommend trying it if it looks like something you'd be interested in. I quite like that not only is it just an engine building game, but it's a dice rolling engine building game. And then you have your dice are your workers, and you place them in your headquarters, you have the default actions, then use dice elsewhere. I think it's pretty fun. And it really does, you know, helps, you know, give that engine building theme and feel. You know, at the beginning of the game, I'm only rolling 4 dice. maybe 5, I guess, with my human tech. But then that last round, I mean, I used all the workers. I had an extra one for my contractor. I had an extra one for my phantom. I had an extra one for my mega factory. Like, I had, extra workers going left and right. And strange crystals popping up and all sorts of stuff. But I think Fantastic Factories is still a great game. Still, it's one that's not in my top 10 anymore, surprisingly, sadly. But there's just so many other good games I like. It's going to be, this is going to be a classic. Maybe one day it'll leave my collection if I just get enough good games that I just have a shelves full of games that are better than Fantastic Factories. It could happen, not saying anything, but I imagine this is a game I'll have around for a while, and we'll definitely return to. It's one that I still quite enjoy. And yeah, that is Fantastic Factories. And I'll start wrapping up here for this Solo Gaming Sunday Building Edition, which hope y'all enjoyed. I had fun doing this. Shout out to Dean for this idea. This was a tier 2 YouTube member decided stream, and yeah, Dean had the idea to return to my first ever Solo Gaming Sunday, which was this. It was doing a building edition, playing these 3 games over 2 years ago, probably close to 2.5. No, it was like what over between 2 and 2.5 years ago. So was a while ago since I've done this type of stream, but it was really fun returning to these games and giving them a run through. Overall, I would say obviously opinions have changed since I played them. Like I said, last time I played them, I mean, Fantastic Factories was my #1 game. Now it's not even in my top 10. But once again, that's just because I still really like this game, but I got a lot better games in my collection. I got Jump Drive and Slay the Spire and Bullet Hard and Sky Team, like all these really, really good games. That's like Fantastic Factories is great, but those are better. But I think, my opinion is more or less the same. I think, obviously Fantastic Factories went down a little bit in ranking, in my opinion. Railroad Inc., I would say is still pretty similar. It's not a game that I don't think would ever be in like my top 10, but it's always a game I think I would keep in my collection just because I like it as a very simple roll and write, very chill. If you want no player interaction, you just wanted to just build a little railroad, score some points. It's great. And Sprawlopolis is one that I always liked. It wasn't crazy about, mainly just because it was a brain burner. It's a brain burner of a game. I always feel like my brain's just melting every time I play it because I'm trying to score the longest, make this district huge while also not having these districts touch, and I'm trying to score this goal and not have roads everywhere and trying to make this and that. It's a good type of brain burn, but sometimes, at least for me, it's like it's a bit much. I'm like, man, I just feel like I'm trying to go in so many different directions and I just can't. But this last couple of playthroughs of Sprawlopolis, I had a lot of fun, and I think it's a game that I'll return to more often. It makes me want to bust out the button shy games a little bit more. I kind of went over my little mini collection. I have a good amount of them. Played most of them on the channel. I think the only one I probably haven't played is Pentaquark, but I think all the other ones I've played at some point. Some of them have been a while. But yeah, I enjoyed this stream very much. Enjoyed returning to these games. I hope you all enjoyed watching. And yeah, it's fun. It's fun looking back at that first stream and seeing how far I've come. I've been doing this for a little over 2 years and made a good amount of progress since then, which is awesome. I still really enjoy doing this whole YouTube thing, doing this whole streaming thing. And yeah, it's cool to see how far I've come, and I'm glad I'm still doing this. Glad my streams have gotten way better quality. If you go back and watch that first stream, it is rough. The camera is bad, both of them, the front and the top one is awful. I was using a genuine webcam as my top cam during that first stream. I was using my laptop webcam as my front camera. My microphone was on the other side of the table. My music was too loud. I also just it was my first time streaming, so I'd never streamed before. I wasn't as confident in front of the camera, all that stuff. But yeah, come a long way, and I'm excited to see where I'll be 2 years from now. I'll maybe, do another one of these streams 2 years from now, and then look back at this stream and be like, oh man, my equipment was so shitty, and oh man, I was so different back then. And hopefully I'll look back at this stream 2 years from now and be like, whoa, that's crazy. But yeah, good games. And yeah, they're still really fun overall. Enjoy all of them still. And that's pretty much what I got to say. That's what I got to say. We're pretty much right around the time I wanted to wrap up. I wanted to keep this between 3 and 4 hours. We're at 3.5 hours. So we're doing pretty good on time. So I'll real quick hop to my just chatting screen and tease out what's upcoming this week on the channel. What's coming up this week on the channel? So like normal, I have a video coming out during the week. And this, for the eagle-eyed viewer, you might notice that I'm going to be doing a little bit of a change, just a small change, just temporarily to my schedule. That normally the last video of the month would be a card game, a solitaire card game. So normally that would be the video I'd be doing this week. I am switching up stuff a little bit, and this week's video will be me playing through Defrag back there. I think I talked about this earlier, but yes, Defrag is the game that I recently acquired from Origins Game Fair, and it is this very fun hand management spatial puzzle type game. It is very, very fun. It's a thinky game, but I quite like the theme and how it plays. And if you want to see my full thoughts, well, you know what? You'll have to tune into the video this week and see what the game's all about. And yeah, you get to see the game this game I saw at Origins. I knew nothing about it. I just saw it set up on the table. Didn't even get a demo of it. And I bought the game because I was like, you know what? That game looks cool. I like the theme. It's 1 to 2 players. It was like $10, maybe 15. It was a pretty cheap game anyway. So I was like, even if it sucks, I'm not out a whole lot of money. Let's grab it. And I was pleasantly surprised. But you know what? You have to see during the video later this week. So that's going to be my video for this week, is me playing through some Defrag. Tentatively, I don't want to make any promises I can't keep, but I'm going to maybe stream Friday, probably in the evening, probably like 2-ish p.m. Eastern time. Maybe a little bit earlier, maybe a little bit later. And I just want to do a small Fallout stream where I will return to the Fallout RPG and play some more of that with the good old Lilith and VRAM, continue their story a little bit. I was supposed to do a video last week and I didn't. So I want to make up for it and do an extra little stream sometime this week. Tentatively sometime Friday, 2 p.m.-ish Eastern time. If you're in my Discord, I will try to notify that, sometime Friday. If I am going to stream Friday, a couple hours before, I'll post a message in the Discord. So if you want to keep up to date on what's going on, feel free to hop in the Discord. I have a link in the description of the stream that you can hop in with. Oh yeah, the schedule, right? And then next Sunday, next Solo Gaming Sunday, is an RPG edition where I will be trying out, it's down there, I don't know if you can really see me pointing at it, Dragonbane. Another game I picked up recently from Origins Game Fair. And it's a RPG I've been, it's been on my list to try for so long, so long. I picked up the Quick Start Guide from Gen Con last year, almost a year ago at this point. I read through a little bit of it. I never really played it. So now I got the full starter kit. I got the core book, the adventure guides, got the solo rules, pre-made characters. I got it all. So this week, I've already started reading through it. This week, I'm gonna spend some time doing a couple solo sessions to really get a feel for the game, and then I'm playing that Sunday. I don't know for sure at the moment if I'm gonna be playing it physically at the table here, or if I'm gonna be playing it on Foundry digitally. I've heard that there is a good Foundry virtual tabletop module for it, and that it works pretty well on Foundry. I'll probably play that throughout this week, and then maybe I'll play it physically, maybe I won't. I don't know. It's kind of up in the air. I'm gonna test out both ways and see which way I like better. But yeah, that's the plan for this week. Defrag video later this week. Possible Fallout RPG playthrough this Friday. And then next Sunday will be Solo Gaming Sunday with Dragonbane. And that's that. That's what I got. That's what's coming up this week on the channel. And I think I will wrap up the stream here. So yeah, let me turn off the Sims music, turn on some other music, just there we go. Okay. But yeah, that's going to do it for this Solo Gaming Sunday Building Edition. The first stream I ever did, we've returned to it. Maybe I'll make this a bit of like a tradition to return to every now and again. Who knows? Had a lot of fun though. These games are all super solid games, and games I still really enjoyed playing. So yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this stream, a like would be greatly appreciated. And thank you to everybody that came by and hung out live. Dean and Christopher and Indecision popped in a little bit earlier. And John, I appreciate you all hanging out and watching me play some building games. This is a fun little stream to return to. And let me know if y'all want to see more of these types of streams where I play multiple games. This is how I used to do Solo Gaming Sundays, where I'd play 2 or 3 different games, and then at some point I kind of migrated just towards playing one game. So let me know if you like this format of me playing a couple games as like a theme, either like the game theme or like a game mechanic, like a roll and write style, you know, stream. Let me know if that's something you want to see more of. Maybe I'll do these more often then. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you. Have a good week, everybody. Go build some cool stuff.
Everybody knows that what we want is gold, and we all do our best to just keep going with the flow. We try to plan it out. I feel like Dennis the Menace. Sometimes like all I causes issues, and there ain't no pretending like we don't deal with the same things. I know you can relate. Focused on all our issues, like what does everyone think? We move along our day to day as everything just starts to change, so we adapt and do our best to keep it